Walking alone at night, I call out the name of an imaginary dog to deter any muggers.
David's team.
What's the name of the dog?
Brian.
Brian.
If it's going to be a vicious dog, it would be Brian, wouldn't it? Definitely.
And do you think a would-be attacker would, from the tone that you say Brian, know that you mean a dog and not a Brian?
To me, it sounds like you'd be calling a, you know, a middle-aged civil servant.
Well, it's because I read an article written by Darren Brown in which he said if you're in a situation where things look like they're getting a bit choppy, if you do something unusual, the other person is so sort of freaked out by that they generally stop doing what they're doing if they're being a very...
How do you shout? Imagine I'm a terrifying would-be assassin.
You know, in your whole panel, maybe you're not the first choice for that role.
John, imagine if John was... so, all right, imagine Danny is a terrifying would-be assassin.
Yes.
And you know, go for it.
Brian.
You don't want to attack me now, do you?
No, that's terrifying to me. Is it just someone comes up to you at night, you know, mates ask you for the time, you go, Brian, you just flip out, or is it a general mugging?
I like you, Danny.
Everyone's got their own showbiz personas, and you and Danny completely gone for different ones, haven't you?
I think we're very similar in many ways.
I do.
We're lovers.
Danny, stay calm, please. Stay calm down, calm down.
Oh, you had to start shouting Brian.
Just say, Joe, you're playing with fire there. I'd leave it there.
I'm feeling this one.
You think it's true?
Read a Darren Brown book for a start. He's that sort of...
I believe the Darren Brown article, but the whole point of that is that you say something random that sort of puts people off their stride, whereas you're going for something specific, calling upon a dog called Brian to come to your aid. But that's immediately disprovable. The absence of Brian is immediately evident. Whereas calling upon Brian, they're going to go, Brian? Oh, there's no Brian. Fine.
My big sticking point is still, if you were trying to create the illusion that you had a dog, why you would give it a person's name.
Yeah.
Would you shout dog?
You'd shout like...
Dog. Rover or Fido.
That would be good. If he had a dog called Dog, that would... Dog!
What would you call him, John? Rambo,
well,
Tyson?
my defence is slightly different. I would wet my pants.
So, what are you thinking, David?
John.
I don't believe it.
Danny?
So I think it's true.
You think it's true?
I think he's that...
Now I have to make a decision. My gut is that it's not true.
Let's go no, then. Let's have a lie.
Let's say lie.
You're going to say lie?
Yeah.
OK. Joe, truth or lie?
It was a lie.
Yes.
Gabby is first up tonight. Gabby, please reveal all.
I once had to give Alan Hansen a piggyback across a muddy car park because he didn't want to ruin his new suede shoes.
Please, team.
Who is Alan Hansen?
He was...
Are you serious, by the way?
No.
Oh, OK.
No, I think he's the handsome Thunderbirdy one.
That's right, yes. Yeah.
Where was this?
Old Trafford.
That was the muddy field?
No, the car park outside of Old Trafford.
Oh, it was the car park of Old Trafford.
It was a very wet, typical kind of northwest day. And
Let's not be northernist.
The car park was actually flooded in some areas and quite wet. Oh. And we'd had an evening match. It was an FA Cup replay, and he was joking about his shoes, and I, for a laugh, said, "Just jump on."
And how far...
I'd always wanted... How do you think I got to host match of the day?
How far did you take it, him?
It wasn't far. We'd just come out where the studio is, and it was probably from here to that camera over there. Mark Lawrenson said, oh, don't worry, Gabby will give you a lift. And I said, I will. I'm strong.
So Mark Lawrenson suggested it to Alan Hansen.
No, because...
Jump on her back.
Who is Mark Lawrenson?
Al said... Oh, hang on a second. Al said...
Please don't start impressions, because he was... It's all right. last for you tonight. Please tell me what the callback was.
Is it all right if I jump on your back, Gabby?
Is that Mark Lawrenson or Alan
That's Alan
Hansen?
Hansen.
Right.
And Mark Lawrenson went, hey, go on, jump on her back. And you feel like you were there, don't you? You feel like you were there.
If you're going to come on your John Hyson, you've got to be out of your shit, John Hyson. You have to get in front of your leg, or move it till you go outside where you see it. It doesn't matter. You've got to come from the back and get up front.
2 words for you. Duncan Bannatyne. That's what you do. Alan Hansen is, that is woeful defending.
What?
Woeful defending.
What are you doing now? That's Harry Seacombe.
So, I still want to focus on the details.
OK.
Has Hansen in any way given you any warning, or has he just lunged and
To be
jumped?
fair, he did. He kind of went, oh, she wouldn't be able to carry me, and that was a red rag to a bull. I just went, yes, I will.
That sounds awful.
I don't know. I get used to those kinds of requests at work, you know?
So what do you think? Could she have done this?
Well, I mean, I'm still not entirely sure who Alan Hansen is. I've got very confused with all these different impressions because they're all quite different.
Well, they just picked me Duncan Bannatyne. Who always go like, oh, yeah, I do this one of us. Doing it anyway. I'm out.
So what are you going to say?
I wish Alan Hansen had a catchphrase. That would have helped me.
He did. You'll never win it with kids.
You'll never wear anything with kids.
You'll never win anything with kids.
That's a phrase you don't want to be taken out of context.
He was referring to Manchester United, who,
Oh, right.
who
Who
had a very
had
young...
children playing for them.
All right, what's it going to be?
I'm sure it's true.
You think it's true?
I don't think it's true. Sorry. I just have this feeling deep inside that Alan Hansen and Mark Lawrenson don't speak to Gabby.
I know what you mean.
Again,
I've been swayed now.
since I don't know who any of these people are, maybe you should go with Bob.
OK. Bob will take leadership.
OK.
And responsibility. As we say, it is a lie.
So, Gabby, truth or lie?
It is a lie.
Oh.
Yes, it's a lie. Gabby didn't give Alan Hansen a piggyback across a muddy car park. So, please welcome this week's special guest, Mary. Now then, Mary is the dog, not the handler, OK? It's
Obviously,
Mary,
because
and
if Mary had been the handler, she wouldn't have had a dog, she'd have had a little lamb.
OK, Alex, what is Mary to you?
This is Mary, a dog, and I had to spend an entire episode of the One Show covering up the fact that she'd been sick on me.
OK, so, John, how do you know Mary?
This is Mary. I recited a poem at her wedding.
There we are, John's Mary's mutt, and finally Lee. What is your relationship with Mary?
This is Mary, and when she was pining for her owners, I sat up with her all night and tried to comfort her with a song.
All right, David's team, where do you want to start?
Alex, why was Mary on the One Show?
She was abandoned.
So if
I know you can't believe it.
If a dog is ever abandoned in Britain, should it happen, they immediately get a slot on national television just to sort it out, just to check that there are no dogs without homes ever.
It was a very light day.
Was it a day with me, Matt Baker, or was it Chris Evans?
It was me, Matt Baker. And Mary came on.
It's me, Matt Baker, from The One Show.
I think what we've learned from that, ladies and gentlemen, is that Rob can't do Chris Evans.
So little Mary comes on the show and we want to rehome her. We gave her lots of treats because she was on television. She came to sit on me and then the treats all became a bit much. Under the lights, mess.
OK, so you didn't have a story for the One Show. You scooped up a stray dog, pumped it full of sugar, and got your just desserts.
Why wasn't it immediately noticeable that Mary was being sick?
because as we were linking into whatever came next, it wasn't relevant. We'd moved away from Mary.
Okay. Oh, yeah, Matt Baker was pushing bounty bars into a pony's face by then.
In the meantime, Mary is being violently sick.
So you're talking about something else.
Yeah,
you're
go into
stroking
else.
Mary on your knee.
Mary.
Then Matt sort of saying...
Matt Baker's spooning Angel Delight into a fox.
What I want to clarify is what's on television at that moment.
My face.
So it's a close-up of your face.
It's only to here, so you can't
see that you're stroking
this.
Mary, or that it's
and
come to some sort of fruition.
And they just said, just carry on.
OK. Did Mary stay there, or did Mary sort of think, oh, they're sick here?
She didn't have time to react anyway. Matt Baker was on top of her with a curly-whirly. Just... well, you've got room for more now, haven't you?
OK, John, when you came up with your story, did you realise that Mary was a dog?
Yes, of course.
But you do have dog weddings.
Some owners channel their loneliness through events like
Well,
that.
I've been to a lot of weddings. I'm just going through them. Human. Do you know, I think they might all be human.
Now, listen, dogs
It is a fact that dogs get married.
Dogs get married.
But also, it is a fact that dogs don't get married. That's
all right, OK. So, John, you wrote a poem and performed it at the wedding of Mary. Tell us about the experience.
Well, it was a poem I'd already written that had proved to be very popular at modern weddings. It's called I Wanna Be Yours, and the first verse goes, let me be your vacuum cleaner, breathing in your dust. Let me be your Morris Marina, I will never rust. If you like your coffee hot, let me be your coffee pot. You call the shots, I wanna be yours. It goes on for another 3 verses.
Who is Mary's owner, and do you know the owner?
Yes, Mary's owners live next door but one, on the right-hand side of our house. Going out.
Right.
If you're going out, she's on the right-hand side.
That's a good point. So if you're going in the back door, they're on the left, aren't they?
Yeah, that's right.
And John, describe what was the ceremony like?
It was conducted by the vet, who had neutered her husband. It's kind of sick. If the arrangements had been explained to me beforehand, I don't think I would have got involved.
Yeah. What was the husband's name? The dog that was fulfilling the role of the husband here. Do you remember the name?
Tyson.
Tyson. Did you know Tyson, the owners of Tyson, or did you only know the owners of Mary?
I knew the owners of Mary better, but I did know the owners of Tyson as well.
So Tyson and Mary weren't owned by the same people?
No.
So
no.
how were they going to cohabit? Because usually dogs tend to live with their owners rather than setting up home on their own.
Good question, David. Tyson lived next door but one, on the left, going out. So they saw a lot of each other without actually cohabitating.
John, where did the wedding itself take place?
At a place called Old Hall. They breed their own sheep. So as it happens, Mary did have a little lamb.
Lee, OK, remind us.
So this is Mary, and when she was pining for her owners, I stayed up with her all night and comforted her with a song.
Aww.
Where were you, and why were you with Mary, and why was Mary not with her owners?
My next-door neighbours, they went away to a wedding, a human wedding, I don't know if you've heard of them. and they asked me and my wife to look after little Mary.
So the dog came round to your house?
Well, no, we picked him up because he doesn't know the way.
OK. So, is Mary male?
You always call him a he. Yeah.
What?
Do you always call Mary he?
Well, yeah, no, sorry, she. Yeah. Sorry, I always get mixed up. My husband Tara sorts it all out.
So, what happened then?
My wife went to bed and the kids were asleep, so it's just me and Mary. You know, I was watching the TV and she was fine, she was happy just sort of lying in front of the fire. And then, suddenly, it started.
What?
The programme, it was brilliant. The pining. after this pining, it got worse. The pining got worse and worse. That was breaking my heart. It really was, and ruining the show I was watching. So it wasn't. It was the one show. I didn't care. And I phoned her.
Your wife goes to bed before the one show.
No, David, I'd recorded it.
You're right.
Always record.
You record the one
when
show.
There's literally nothing else to watch. And I phoned up my neighbour who was at the wedding, and I said, "Look, Mary's pining." She said, "Have you tried everything?" I said, "I've done everything. I've taken my foot off her tail. So they said, "Well, you're not going to believe this." I said, "But there is a way that you can keep her calm as she calms down." Right. Do you, by any chance, have the song "Money for Nothing" by Dire Straits? and she said that the owner said, if you play that song on your CD player, Mary will calm down. So I get the CD, I put it on, and it was like magic. It was unbelievable. The second it went... Can I just say, you won't be needing any more biscuits, I'll take it from here. She's calming down.
All right, we need an answer. So, David's team, is Mary Alex's poorly pup, John's married mutt, or Lee's homesick hound?
Well, I must say, I'm not finding Lee's story quite as convincing as usual.
You can imagine John reading that poem out at a dog's wedding very easily.
Hold on a second, guys. I think Mary's getting a little bit bored, so we'll let her pop off. See, look, we thought that might happen.
So we're going to get down on all fours and put this wig on.
Oh, no way.
You know what's going to happen, David, just to warn you, if this works tonight, they'll start replacing other people with cutouts and we're out of a job. I'm sorry, I just thought if someone just tunes in now and goes, what the hell? I don't know what they do, but that dog is very well behaved. Playing with the remote, because he's on pause. I go, nobody move, just really shock the audience. Can I just say, that's not going to work if you clap.
OK. Greg, what do you think? The dog throwing up on the one show.
I believe Matt Baker's capable of that cruelty, but on this occasion, I don't think he did, no.
I mean, I'm erring on the side of John.
OK.
It's got to be John. I want it to be so bad.
Yeah, I do as well.
Well, I think we're going to go with John, then, are we?
OK. You're saying it's John. Right. Now, Mary is resting, so I will give Mary's answer for her.
Get behind the cardboard cutout.
My name is Mary.
And I do Tommy Cooper impressions.
I'm doing a dog.
I'm sorry. That's not good, is it? You are genuinely... I'm not just saying... You look at that, you are genuinely to scale as if you were a jockey on a horse.
My name is Mary, and I can reveal that I was sick on Alex during the one show. Thank you very much.
OK, here we go. I once called a friend in New York and asked her to call the police in London because I thought there was a burglar at my house in London.
Lee, where were you when you made the call?
In the house.
Why didn't you phone...
The police?
Yes.
Because I'd been messaging my friend. I felt like she'd gone, so I called her, and as I was on the phone to her, I thought there was someone breaking into the house. So I was like, you should phone the police.
What did you hear, exactly?
I just heard, like, irregular noises from downstairs.
Irregular
Footsteps,
noises?
Doors closing, so I was like, well, who's that?
And were you living on your own at the time?
I did have a housemate.
And did you not think it might be that person?
No.
Why?
Because at the time, I was doing a nighttime radio show. So I would get home late, and she'd always, like, be quiet when you get in at 1 o'clock in the morning, because I'm asleep.
Ah, so you assumed her to be asleep?
Yeah.
Why don't you put the phone down and phone the police?
Because I didn't want to speak in case the burglar...
But you are speaking, you're telling her to phone the police.
Well, I was like, I need to go. I think there's someone here. Call the police. So that's why I had to get off the phone and not use the phone.
Well, look, Nick. Let's reenact it.
OK.
I'm going to be your friend.
OK.
In New York. She's an American.
She is.
Thank God. I thought you were going to say, by coincidence, she sounds like Ronnie Corbett.
Yeah, no. She's a very sassy Jewish lady.
All right. Yeah. Now, Nick, how are things going? Over there. Did you say she didn't sound like Ronnie Corbett?
No, she's the opposite to Ronnie Corbett.
Oh, she's like New York Jewish kind of person, like that.
Pretty spot on.
OMG! So listen, you finished your radio show. How did it go?
I love your impressions, you know that. But you're texting, we don't need the voice.
Oh, he wants me to call him. Sure, I will.
Hi, Amy. How's America?
Oh, I love it. There's so many Americans here. Hey, what's that noise in the
what is that
background?
noise? Oh.
I heard something.
I can hear something downstairs.
Oh, you were having trouble with your stomach again?
No, like downstairs. It's something like downstairs in the house downstairs. I'll pretend to be asleep. You call the police.
What, the NYPD?
No. My police.
All right, I'll call.
OK.
Love you.
So I put the phone down, and then I just go like this. And then fear for my life.
Well, hold on, because it's all happening stateside. Well, I mean, we can go on like this all night.
So then what happened there? So go on, talk through the rest of the story.
So then she makes the call.
Yeah.
So that's like, call the police, because there's not the 999 number, there's like the police round the corner, you know, the local police.
She went and logged on and looked for your local police station.
Yeah.
Why didn't
you
you
don't
phone...
have to log on.
Why didn't you phone 999? Listen, Sunbeam, you do on my Atari.
So she called the police.
Yeah.
And then it turned out that it wasn't an intruder at all.
How did you find that out?
I found that out when my flatmate burst in.
What's she bursting into your room for at night?
Because she had been on the wine. So the bang, bang, bang noises were her, like, looking for wine or something, I don't know.
And you said what?
I said, oh, my God.
Hypocrite.
I said I thought I was going to be killed by the intruder. The police are coming. So then we were like, well, we need to call the police now.
So you phoned me back in New York. Go on.
No, I didn't phone you.
You want me to cancel them? Get on their way, honey.
I just went direct.
So when you want me, I'm right here waiting. But when you don't want me, you just drop me. Well, screw you, Grimshaw.
I'm not surprised Amy doesn't have any friends where she lives.
What are you thinking, Lee?
What do we think, Rob?
I believe it.
You believe it?
I believe this man. I've been taken for a ride. I like it.
You're starting to sound more and more like Amy every day.
So what are you thinking, Claire?
I believe it.
Well, I think it must be true, then.
True, OK. Nick, truth or lie?
It is true.
Yes, it's true. Nick did ring his friend in New York and ask her to call the police for him. It's Lee.
One Saturday morning, I lay on my back in the garden and pretended I'd fallen off a ladder so that I could get out of a family trip to IKEA.
David Steve.
What had you been supposedly doing on the ladder to fall off it?
So, my wife said we're going to IKEA, and then you should be upset if I said no. So I said, yeah, no problems. Can we go in about an hour? She went, yeah, no problems. Why? And I said, because I've got to do something in the garden.
Yeah, what were you doing?
Trimming the tree.
So you said, OK, we can go to IKEA in an hour. I've just got to go and trim the tree.
I didn't say I'm going to trim the tree, obviously. I said I've just got something to do in the garden.
Why is it so urgent that this tree needed to be trimmed?
You're not following this story, are you, Sean? I didn't need to trim the tree.
Yeah, but surely wouldn't she go, we'll do it later?
Because it was a casual conversation. We're going to IKEA. Can we go in about an hour? I've just got to do something in the garden. She went, yeah, fine. And that was it. Right. We don't live in a relationship where I go, can we go to IKEA? I go, can we go now? I'm doing something in the garden. She doesn't sit me down, put a spotlight on me, and go, just a thing in the garden.
OK.
But you did talk Perry last week!
So you say you've got to do something in the garden. She says fine. So you walk out into the garden.
Yes.
Explain how you set the scene.
I go to the shed, right?
Yeah.
I pick my tool wisely because I want to make sure that when I've fallen with it, that it looks dramatic.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So what did you pick?
Secateurs, nothing. Those big giant ones. Do you know which one I mean? They look like those old-fashioned bull workers, but they've got a pair of scissors at the end.
With a telescopic handle.
That's one. I still needed a ladder. They're not going to get me on that.
Do you climb to the top of this ladder?
I don't need to, do I? There's no trimming to be done. I mean, are you fucking... Anyone else? There's no... I'm not Robert De Niro. I'm not Method. I didn't have to go. I must become the tree trimmer.
Your wife must think you're pretty bad at it if you can go out and presumably instantly fall off the ladder.
I didn't say I fell off instant. I know she's going off to do something else. She says I'm going to the shops then. So I know she's out. So I position everything.
So she says in advance of going to this shop, she's going to the shop.
No. It's an expression that people say I'm just popping to the shops. I pop into the individual shop.
It's not an expression. It means going to the shop.
No, it doesn't.
What is it? A euphemism in your house for what? Having a poo.
I pop into the shop. You're going to get me on one letter. All right, I pop into the shop.
She said she was popping to the shop now. Shop singular in advance of your trip to the shop.
She might have said shop. It's one letter. Give me a break. It's series 9. She may have said shop.
Can I ask
or shops. I'm just popping out. In fact, she said out. I'm popping out.
She was popping
out.
So... OK, so she has left the house.
She's left the house.
So you know you've got...
To buy a curly whirly or curly whirlies. I'm not sure. She's gone out. I know she's going to be gone enough time for me to get a ladder, lay it on its side, do the secateur, and lie there in the position that I would describe as
Can I ask
injured.
this question? Why didn't you want to go to IKEA?
I think I'd go to IKEA to get out of trimming a tree.
I didn't need to trim the tree!
So your wife comes back from the shop before going to the shop, for whatever reason.
And we find that, weirdly, that the different shops sell different things.
Okay.
So I have tried the old, when she goes, I'm just going to buy some potatoes, I've gone, why don't we wait till we're in IKEA? She said, no, you can't buy. It turns out that different shops sell different things.
So your wife comes back from the potato shop to
No, it's not called the potato shop.
You've finished trimming the tree and fallen off a ladder.
Yes.
How much of the tree did you get done?
Did you claim specific injuries that you'd done? When you said, oh, I've just generally hurt us, what? What had you done? What did you say it hurt?
I went, ah! My leg! She went, what's up with it? I said, I don't know, but I can't go to IKEA. And I claim to have injured my coccyx.
How long had she been gone?
It was probably 4 or 5 days this time. I'd say probably about 15 to 20 minutes.
Did she still go to IKEA?
Yeah, no, what did she do then? You're there in agony.
She came to help me.
She helped you up?
She helped me up. She tried to get me stood up. I held the base of my back. Is that what the coccyx is?
Yeah.
I held the base of my back. And she said, you better come inside and sit yourself down. I said, but what about the trip to IKEA? I feel I've let you down. She said, no, that was years ago. I think the bit where I was pushing it, when I shouted, love, can you put that ladder away? I don't want it to go rusty. I might need that in a couple of weeks when we go to Boots.
So what do you think, David? Is this true?
What do you think?
I think it's a lie.
I just think you'd save that for something a bit more...
You think it's a waste?
Well, yeah, it's a waste of an opportunity to get out something.
Like
a family Christmas, you could get out of a whole Christmas.
So what are you going to say?
I think we think it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie. Lee, truth or lie?
It's a lie.
So please welcome this week's special guest, Georgia. So let's start with Gabby. What is Georgia to you?
This is Georgia, and when she fell down a manhole, I was unable to help her because I couldn't stop laughing.
Right, so, Romesh, how do you know Georgia?
This is Georgia. I have an irrational fear of sock puppets, and last year I had to leave a children's party when she put one on.
Right. And finally, Lee, what's your relationship with Georgia?
This is Georgia. After spending a weekend at her hotel, I drove home only to find her cat asleep in the boot of my car.
So there we have it. Gabby's mate in a manhole, Romish's sock scarer, or Lee's lost cat lady. David's team, where do you want to start?
So, Gabby, what were the circumstances of Georgia's accident?
We had been shopping.
To your friends?
Yes.
How do you know each other?
She used to be my next-door neighbour.
So how old were you when this happened, the manhole incident?
About 13.
And describe the mishap, if you can keep a straight face.
We'd been shopping, and the bus was coming, and I said, run for the bus, and then I heard a scream, and suddenly I realised that she'd fallen down a manhole.
You see, that to me, that would have really hurt.
I think if you're running, you don't fall vertically down a small opening.
Well, she's only little.
Life. She's still able to run with a big enough stride to not fall directly down a manhole.
But what if you had, like, a titchy strider doing it?
So, she got out, and what was the extent of her injuries?
How bad is this story? She only started walking 6 months ago.
She had a very bad...
Chin.
Oh, chin. She'd broken her fall with her chin.
She wasn't even touching the floor. Just resting her chin. So you go, what's up? I can't speak because I'm
The key question now is what Jack alluded to, is that if you're running along, you've got forward momentum.
Yes.
And only one foot will be where the manhole is.
Yeah, but that tallies with what she's saying, because 1 foot we're going, you go forward and chin.
No, it's not very. No, they're not very wide manholes. Because manholes are about, you know, they're only, you know. To go down it like that, you'd have to be aiming for it, wouldn't you? You'd have to be doing run, jump, legs together. Right, Ramesh, you have a fear of sock puppets.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
OK, I believe you. Why?
It's this. I find that like a snake.
At any point, they can just turn towards you.
Yeah. You know, it's the unpredictability of it. You know, like, it's not fun.
No.
You know, they've got the sock puppet there, then you're sitting down, they go, oh, that's not funny, that's terrifying. It's horrible.
And what was the occasion with Georgia? What?
Well, I don't actually know Georgia that well. What happened was that I was going to a kid's birthday party with my children.
OK.
And the problem that we have is that our oldest child is very, you know, sort of chilled out and he just has a nice time. The second one is, well, he's not. And so we arrived at the party and just sort of his behaviour was unacceptable. He was shoving kids and it was sort of getting pretty embarrassing and we were trying to control it. And so basically she saw that there was an emergency situation. I sort of wandered over and she was reaching into her pocket to pull out what I hoped was a gun. But it turned out to be the sock puppet. And she put the sock puppet on and then, here he comes again, hello.
She says a lot of it's unpredictable. It's not unpredictable.
Yeah,
so
but you don't know
you don't
know what the puppeteer might do, what they might think is funny.
Well, they're either going to do that or that.
Yeah.
No, but they can do that.
Yeah,
attack.
But it's not the sock is not what enables them to do that. In many ways, any human might suddenly do that to you. That's the risk we live with whenever we interact.
I'm not.
Is that what you're thinking when you're chatting? Look at that strange look you give me when we're having a drink afterwards and you've got that constant...
I always think with you, give it a couple of yards, so if you suddenly do that, and get away.
So how did you react, Ramesh?
I just sort of grabbed my son and I went, I'll get him, I'll sort him out, don't worry, thank you, ha ha ha. And just tried to not look. And then I just sort of ran out of the party into the back garden.
Right. She's not going to come after you with the sock.
No, if she'd have come out to the garden with like this, I would have just knocked her out. Like this.
So, Lee, cat in car post hotel, I've written down.
That's her name, yeah?
Yeah.
What kind of cat was it, Lee?
Oh, it's a black one.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of hotel?
Red.
What kind of car?
Blue.
You was there for the weekend?
I'd taken my wife away for a weekend in a boutique hotel in the New Forest. The Old Forest wasn't doing it for me.
Right. Had you got home when you discovered the cat?
Yes, I'd got home and I opened up the boot to let the wife out. No. I'd opened up the boot to get the luggage out.
And there was a flattened cat.
No. What had happened is I opened up the boot of the car. I'd gone into the hotel because I put my bag in, but my wife was chatting away to someone. I was trying to get her away. Says, "Come on, we should probably drift off now." That's when the cat had jumped in.
And you drove back home.
Drove back home.
No incident, no sound of purring or yowling that you couldn't attribute to your wife.
Yeah, no, I just... a bit rude, David. And, Shame, mate, let yourself down. Still doing all that old-school comedy, I think. and we hadn't heard anything. We had the radio playing quite loudly, and we all know that the sound of Spandau Ballet is a lot louder than...
And you remembered when you saw the cat in the car, that's the cat from the hotel?
Yeah, I mean, a jet black cat in a hotel. You don't see a lot of cats in hotels anyway, do you?
No, you don't anymore, because you take them home in your car. Did you just drive them straight back?
I immediately rang the hotel and said the bacon was a bit burnt, but whatever. I've got your cat. And she said, "Bombing egg, all right, next time I won't cook it so much." I mean, no, it's not a threat, I'm just letting you know I've got your cat. That was just an aside. I'm not going to start sending you, like, an ear and then a paw. I mean, you're getting the cat back. Well, eventually.
OK.
But no, so I said, you know, why don't we meet halfway? We'll meet at a service station and I will give you the cat.
So, David's team, we need an answer. Is Georgia Gabby's mate in a manhole, Romesh's sock scarer, or Lee's lost cat lady?
Any initial instincts?
Feels like none of them know Georgia.
I'm not buying it about the sock puppets, although it is definitely possible.
The problem that we have here is that not all of you are telling the truth.
That is true.
I think Gabby knows Georgia. That's my instinct.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're going manhole?
Yeah.
Manhole?
Let's call her Gabby.
Gabby, please.
Far ruder than I ever intended it to be. I'm so sorry. That was just... If I thought that through, I would never have said that.
So, we're saying that it's Gabby. It's the manhole. OK, yeah. Georgia, would you please reveal your true identity?
My name is Georgia. I'm friends with Gabby, and I fell down the manhole.
Yes, Georgia is Gabby's fallen friend. Thank you very much, Georgia. Thank you.
I was once arrested by border guards for illegally entering another country.
David's team, what do you think?
Which country?
It was in the mid-90s.
That's not a country.
No. And it was in Eastern Europe, so they changed names very quickly. So I'm not sure. It was either Czech Republic or Czechoslovakia. I don't know which...
You know what stage of its dissolution it was at? Yeah. And what was the problem?
I didn't have my passport.
Right.
Where had you left your passport?
At home.
Who were you with, by the way? Were you on your own, or
No,
was
I was with a friend from back home, Pete.
Friend from the pit?
No, with a person called Pete.
Is that his real name? Or is that a nickname?
Pete.
Oh, Pete.
No, P-I-T.
Oh, Pete.
Oh, it's like
Pete. He's called Pete.
Like Brad Pitt, but Pitt is his first name.
Otherwise, I would say Pete.
Yeah.
We were travelling on something that was called Schönes Wochenend-Ticket. And
that's German for National Express.
No. Now, what it is German for, you can use any train you like, as long as it's a slow train.
We have that system with all of our trains. OK, so you get off the train at the border.
You do.
Is it at that moment you realise you don't have your passport?
Yes. So we wanted to go into Czechoslovakia. So I didn't have my passport. So the obvious thing to do is don't go across where the border guards are, but go a mile off into the fields and cross there. If then someone wants to see your passport, you say, oh, I must have lost it.
Roughly how far into Czechoslovakia, in whatever form it was, were you?
I was about, give or take, a mile. I see in the distance, I see like two lights, two white lights. They're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then I realise it's a Jeep. And then they're driving towards us.
I'm quite gripped by this story.
The Jeep then just stopped, and then there is 4 people jumping out with automatic rifles and dogs.
Automatic dogs?
What sort of dogs were they?
I didn't ask for their names. But...
Neither did Alex.
They were terrifying dogs, probably Alsatians or something.
What happened? They're all around you. So
well,
what
they
do
all
they say?
jump out with their rifles, don't they? And then saying, or whatever their language is. So, and then we had to gain the Jeep, and when we were driving off into Czechoslovakia, and then we ended up in some woods. One of them jumps out, opens a gate that I didn't even see was there. Then there is some little wooden hut. And was someone in there that spoke German. We got on well with that fella, and our excuse was that we said, we had no idea that we crossed the border.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, and then, well, they didn't fully buy it, but they knew there was little point executing us.
What happens then?
And now the funny story begins. They said, you'll have to pay a penalty.
Oh, the Germans and penalties.
That penalty...
Never again, please.
Then the Czechs drove us back to the German border, handed us over to the German border guards, and then they congratulated us on being the first illegal immigrants from Germany into Czechoslovakia.
Well, there we are. David, what are you and your team thinking?
It's the travel card thing. It just seems right.
No, I think on an emotional level, having spent so long hearing that story, we need it to be true. Yeah. We need something.
We need it to be true,
Yeah.
because a lot of our life went into that.
So
yes,
you're going to say
on that
true?
emotional level, I think we have to say true.
You're saying it's true. Henning, truth or lie?
Well, that story is actually true.
It's Bob.
I have a possession.
Ah, there's a box. Take the item out of the box. That's it. Pop it there, and then read the card thus.
This is the cushion that I used to carry my pet owl around on. I would have brought the owl, but he escaped last week.
David's team, what do you think?
What kind of an owl was it?
Oh, yeah.
Tawny.
Yeah.
Tawny's perch on branches.
Yeah.
So how did you get it to perch on a big, flat, soft cushion?
Oh, Steve, it's so good to have you here.
How did I?
That's all right.
Is there a problem here, Steve? Here are the talon marks. I have a rare breeds farm near me, and they had to get rid of a tawny owl that was injured. He couldn't use its wings, and I shouldn't use the words, it couldn't use its bottom. For doing what? For poo-pooing.
What did it use?
So, as a trustee of the organisation, because it's just down the road from me, in Warehorn, I agreed to have... I agreed that I would look after it It actually had what you would call a colostomy bag.
We wouldn't call it that.
No, you would.
We'd call it a colostomy bag.
Have I said it?
Yeah, we wouldn't have picked it up, but you did specifically say that's what we would have called it. And I thought I'd better address this because we really wouldn't.
Steve, is an owl's colostomy bag called a colostomy bag?
Well, yes, it is.
You wouldn't really need it because the majority of kind of solid fecal matter with an owl comes out of its mouth.
Yeah. No, we're dealing with a very sick owl. No, I'm sorry, I sound aggressive there, but I can see... Look, he's escaped now, and I can see his little face. We were given a pipette with what was owl nourishment.
So you had to feed it
with a
pipette?
Yes.
And how did it stand on the cushion if, as Steve says, it needs a perch?
No,
it was fine, just so...
I've clearly not made it clear. This is an incredibly sick bird. You can't judge it, by the normal tone. This is just a lump of meat and feathers that is just hanging on in there.
But the thing still escapes.
Yes, it is. Actually, I suspect it was killed by my cats.
Why did this owl sanctuary, when it has a sick owl, why didn't it look after the owl itself rather than give it to a local celebrity?
Because I'm
the cushion and cats.
I'm very closely associated with it.
Sorry, my client would like a minute.
You had clearly said to them you were going to nurse it back to health?
No, that was never going to happen.
It's palliative care.
No, it's palliative care.
Palliative care.
It was
palliative
like
care for the owl.
A hospice for the owl.
For the owl. Right.
And we had some decent times.
Did he have a name, this owl?
We called it...
Did you? You called it...
So, you're upset, Bob, I can tell. If you need a minute, it's OK. But what did you call it?
Sorry?
What did you call it?
What did we call the owl?
Yeah.
Well, we called him Mavis.
Bob, what did you feed it with the pipette?
It was described to me as owl, as owl nourishment. Everything.
You just take bowls and put them in a liquidizer.
Steve, I can't impress on you. The most you got out of it. It's just a lift and lid.
It wasn't perched then, it was reclined on the cushion. That was its... That was its deathbed.
Yeah. We'd have like a broomstick or something and just hold it.
And what have you told the owl sanctuary? What have you told them? Because they must have been upset.
No, I've told them he's passed away, yeah.
And they said, well, that's fine. We knew Mavis was going to die soon. That's why we gave him or her to you, a comedian who lives locally, to keep on a cushion in the same room as some cats.
So my client would like to change his plea.
This isn't sounding...
You're a trustee, did you say, of this charity?
Yes. It's a rare breeds farm in Warehorn. Does family days. Sadly, I haven't got an owl at the moment. But...
So, David, what are you thinking? Is this true?
No, this isn't true.
I think you made all that up.
I just don't believe they would let him bring a dying, tawny owl home.
No, I don't think so. I think we're saying it's a lie.
I think you are.
But and I think that's the Rare Breed Centre probably needs to look at its working practices if it happens to be true. But
OK, Bob, truth or lie?
I was telling a lie.
So please welcome this week's special guest, Mick. So, Kelly, what is Mick to you?
Well, this is Mick, and I have a photo of him in my car to stop me getting road rage.
Joe, how do you know Mick?
This is Mick, and when we were bell ringing together in church, he was responsible for me being hoisted 20 foot up in the air.
And Lee, what's your relationship with Mick?
This is Mick. His surname is Partridge, and I once had to rescue him when he was stuck up a pear tree.
So, there we have it. David, where do you want to start?
Okay.
Can you do me a favour? Can you start with these two, because I might need a while.
Kelly, why have you got a photo of Mick to avoid road rage? How does that help?
Mick's known me for a long, long time. So he used to have to calm me down quite a lot on the track, and then he used to come and watch some of the races, because obviously when you're a young kid, you get your family members and friends and things to come. And so, because Mick used to always make me smile when I was stressed, he gave me this one photo.
And what is he doing in the photo?
Smiling.
Is he wearing anything, or...?
Well, luckily, it's just a headshot.
Do you ever get road rage, Ruth? Is that something that affects you?
I do get annoyed, but I don't show any anger or rage. I tend to just smile or blow a kiss or wave at them in an annoying fashion.
In an ironic man.
Yeah,
David, I would imagine you're an absolute brute at the wheel.
I am not legally allowed to drive a car.
Oh.
Does that mean you drive a car illegally?
No, I haven't... what's the expression?
Passed your test?
Yeah, that's it.
Passed your test. But have you ever had lessons?
Oh, yeah. Ineffective in terms of engendering in my brain the knowledge of how to drive.
How many lessons did you have?
Up to 45,000.
OK. Who would you like to quiz next?
So, Joe, bell ringing.
Yeah.
Are you a keen bell ringer?
Not anymore.
Were you a keen bell ringer?
I was never really that keen on it, if I'm honest.
Have you ever been bell ringing?
I have been bell ringing.
Where was it and why did you give it a go?
It was in a church, David.
Yeah.
What was the church called?
I can't remember, actually. Saint Somethings.
No, that narrows it down. Yeah.
Can you remember where it was?
Yeah, it was in a village in Kent.
OK, that's plausible. If she'd said North Korea, we got a question. What was the scene? Well, picture the scene for us.
Well, what happened was I had been to church a few times. I didn't like it.
So when was this? What age were you?
About 12.
Right.
And so I could either have gone in the church choir or been a bell ringer.
And what happened? What did Mick do that led to this?
Well, it was a sort of prank that used to be played on new ringers. And what happened was that Mick said to me, "Can you hold this a minute?" And I just put my hand out without looking, held onto the rope and just went like that, right, like
20 feet up in the air?
Yes, I did. Rob.
How old was Mick then?
A couple of years older than me.
So you were about 12, he was sort of 14.
Oh, so he was a young lad doing it. I was imagining him at the age he is now.
It's before the service. You're doing the pre-service bell ringing.
Yeah.
Why aren't you on your own bell rope? What are you doing there that you're able to respond to his call, you know, grab hold of this? Which is a dangerous thing to respond to without looking in all sorts of circumstances.
Not quite as dangerous as your impression of bell ringing, which looks more like cow milking. You're going like this.
Sorry, I'm no sort of mime, but what is it more like that? Is that more like it?
I think it's
Happy Christmas!
You have to get it from one position to another position, and while you're doing that, that's when it's dangerous.
And
so
how do you do that? Is that using the rope, sort of, you yank it along with the rope?
you have to pull the rope in a particular way.
Oh, well, it'd be a nice chance for you to demonstrate how you pull it.
Well, when you're actually ringing a bell properly, you start by putting your hand up and getting the end of the bell rope, which is about that far above your head. You pull that down and you catch the fluffy bit, and then you pull that down with both hands. Then you let go one hand and let it go right up, so it's like that. So that's ringing a bell. In order to get the bell in the right position, you pull it like this. And as you pull it... That's why he married me.
Now, what about Lee and his claim?
Yeah, no, that's not true.
OK, what was he doing up the pear tree, Lee?
He was rescuing a cat. No further questions.
Where was the pear tree?
Next to the cat. The pear tree was in the grounds of a pub.
OK, and this was like in the beer garden?
we were having drinks outside in the beer garden.
Yeah.
We had a bit too many. We went back inside. It got dark, got late, and then we were staying in a local hotel. Everyone was going out to get the taxis home, and that's when I heard a scream. Help! Up a pear tree! And, I thought, what? I remember saying, hark!
Did you know Mick? Was he one of your friends who'd gone to the pub?
Mick, it turns... I never met him before in my life. Mick, it turns out, was the landlord of the pub.
Right.
Right.
And which answers the question why we weren't getting served, but we'll forget that for a minute.
Yeah. How big a tree was it, Lee, and how high was Mick?
The pear tree was quite high, I would say. Using Mick as a measurement of 1, I would say it was about 5 Micks.
How did you actually rescue him?
So I shouted up, "What are you doing up there, mate?" And he said, well, this is what I heard at the time. Came up to her. I said, "You'd have to shout, mate. You're 5 Micks up."
He's right at the top. It's a 5 Mick tree, and he's right at the top.
Yeah,
I was thinking he'd be about 3.5 Micks.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, though, it was sort of lying on the branch, so his head was only 4 Micks and a bit high.
Right.
Yeah. And he said, "Well, go and get help." So I said, "Well, have you got any ladders?" He said, "Yes." And I said, "Right, well, good luck," and off I went.
But how had he got up there? How did he manage to get up there in the first place?
How did he manage? Well, he clambered up. So the cat was, it turns out, was at the top of the tree, right at the top. I'm talking 5.5 Micks because there was a thin branch on the top. So he's basically... A pear tree is full of... That's the word.
For a very brief period of the year.
Yes.
Yes,
Is he up there at...
Well, would you believe that this cat was partial to a pear? So it wouldn't have happened any other time. He says he's always like this, his country bloke. Always like this, he is.
But he wouldn't go for a near pear. Not
or one of the many that drop on the floor.
Not one that had
David, it was the last pear. He'd eaten the others.
So it wasn't full of pears. There was only one pear
It was full
at
of
the top,
no.
like an angel.
He was full of pears when he started climbing. He'd been up there for 2.5 seasons. So off I went and got the ladder, clambered up the first bit of the ladder, and I just sort of helped Mick down onto the ladder, and we became lovers. So no question.
All right, well, we need an answer. So David's team, is Mick Kelly's calming companion, Joe's bell-ringing buddy, or Lee's partridge in a pear tree?
I think it's Joe that's telling the truth. Do you know why? Because of a rope action.
You think it's Joe?
Yeah, and I don't know what it would take to calm you down, Dame Kelly. I don't think Mick is the answer, though.
Oh. He looks calm now. You want to see him on the top of a pear tree gripping a cat. Absolutely invincible.
What are you thinking, David?
I think it's Joe. That's what I think.
You think the bell ringing? Ruth thinks
possibly
bell ringing. Bill.
Yeah, I'll go with bell ringing.
The bell for Bill.
Yeah.
OK. Right. They all think it's Joe. Mick, would you please reveal your true identity?
My name is Mick, and I was responsible for Joe being hoisted 20 feet off of the ground.
Right, here we go. The police once surrounded my house after I set off an alarm in my bikini bottoms.
David's team.
Interesting. Interesting location for the alarm. What was the alarm that you set off, and how did you set
It was the house alarms. I was actually ironing in the garden with my bikini on, and I had the remote control for the alarms tucked down my bikini.
Let me stop you there. I could have sworn you said you were ironing in the garden in your bikini.
Yes.
It's a classic domestic scene.
I love that commitment to ironing. I haven't ironed anything since the late 90s. But very good.
We can tell, Lucy.
Yeah.
When was this, Debbie?
Oh, quite a few years ago now.
And in your bikini bottoms was the remote control
Yes.
for what?
That set off the house alarms.
For the burglar alarm?
Yes.
Essentially.
So, I don't know what you call them.
A panic button.
Be like a panic button, yeah.
I think if I was in the garden in a bikini ironing, I'd feel very vulnerable because there's a lot of flesh, isn't there, in the iron? You know how easy the phone rings and you do that? Did you not
to be
feel...
honest, if you're gonna smash the iron into your head, it doesn't matter whether you're wearing a bikini or the uniform of the Chelsea pensioners, you're still going to get burned.
So what happened when you pressed the alarm? Who was alerted and what did
Right,
they do?
so I didn't know because it doesn't set the alarms off, it just rings the police. And so 15 policemen came round the corner.
They shouted, "No, start with the collar, then the sleeves."
I never tried I don't know.
How did they react? Did they see the funny side?
Yes.
No, she wasn't facing them. I'm so sorry.
I know that's rude, but I can't quite figure out why. OK, well, I mean, it's elaborate, it's odd, it's unusual. Is it true?
In my younger days as a sun worshipper, I would do anything outdoors. When you're young and you want a tan, you just do anything.
What do you think?
Oh, I think... You know you had to make quicker decisions on the football pitch, don't you?
I think that's true.
You think it's true?
I think
you think it's true? We think it's true.
They think it's true. Debbie, truth or lie?
It's true.
So, Debbie, what is Jonathan to you?
Well, this is Jonathan, and when he was a baby, I used to pull him out of a top hat.
Bob, how do you know Jonathan?
This is my friend Jonathan, and I have brewed 3 award-winning beers with him.
Right. And finally, Lee, what's your relationship with Jonathan?
This is Jonathan. One Sunday, the two of us spent 3 hours trapped in an automatic car wash.
David's team, where will you begin?
Well, Debbie, so you used to pull Jonathan out of a top hat?
Yeah.
And so, how old was he then?
About 6 months.
6 months.
Was he a rabbit at that stage? He's grown up into a lovely bunny.
What a cougar comment that was.
He's going for it, though. Look, he's aflame with desire. Look at him.
He's got the right hairstyle to be pulled out of a top hat.
So, where did this happen?
This was in a summer season in Bournemouth.
Debbie, how big was the top hat then?
It was a prop top hat, so it was a bit bigger than a normal one. But, you know, babies aren't very big. He was only about this big.
6 months, not very big.
Yeah.
And so...
And was he the son of someone else in the summer season? Or
No,
was he one of the
was-
Chuckle Brothers' offspring or something?
No, it was a feature in the show, and we had different babies on different nights. You know, they were like in rotation, and they came from an agency.
So, who would bring Jonathan to the theatre?
His mother.
His mother?
Yeah.
And what would happen to him... I mean, I don't want you to give away the magic trick too much, but where was he stowed up to the moment where he's pulled out of the top hat?
I can't tell you because I'm a member of the Magic Circle and I can't give
That
the
is a
secrets
really
away.
handy thing for this game. I like it. Can you come on every week?
Well, don't give anything away, Debbie, but talk us through the trick.
There was a pretend rabbit. And then Paul would lift this big top hat from underneath and tipped it forward. And that's when I would come over as the assistant and take Jonathan out and say, and here's the rabbit's turned into a real live baby.
And the audience
And
went,
I'd be like
boo, we hate babies.
No, they
How long did they have to wait to be revealed?
Not very long. It wasn't a very long trick.
So they were only briefly on stage before the
They were only briefly in
reveal
terrifying darkness alone.
Which they are in a cot when they go to sleep at night.
And indeed in a womb.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the ultimate trick, isn't it?
Now, who would you like to question next?
Yeah. Bob,
remind us what it was that you've said. How do you know Jonathan?
Because I have brewed 3 award-winning beers with Jonathan.
what are the names of your award-winning beers?
The one that's my favourite is called Kiss the Alderman. That's an IPA.
Kiss the Alderman, an IPA, yes.
IPA. Another one was a stout, and it was called Retail Park.
Retail Park.
And the other one was a lager, and that was called... Not now, madam. It seems funny now. That's why we used it.
Not now, madam. lager. Kiss the alderman, retail bar.
Can I just say, he's written these down, so I hope you can remember them.
How long did you two work together for?
About 2 years ago, I was in a field, Dion, collecting some mud to go and bury at home in my garden. And along came Jonathan, or J-Keg, as I call him. And he said, I recognise you off the telly, you're that Ray Mears, is what he said. And we got chatting, and he said, do you like beer? I said, I like beer. He said, would you like to brew some beer?
How quick?
I said, yes, I would, rather urgently, actually.
I've run out!
And he's got a brewery, JPEG.
Yeah.
It's a lean-to next to a barn, right next to the field where I was. It's quite big, actually. It might be a lean 3 or a lean 3. So I went in this marvellous little brewery that I'm imagining, and we mashed. Well, part of the process is mashing.
Right.
You put a load of hot water in the cylinder, and you have to stir the malt barley.
Yeah.
And I did that bit of it. And I thought, I adore this. Is there any way that I could see this process through, and we could call this beer Kiss the Alderman?
What is the alderman?
He's an unelected council official. Say, for example, let's focus in on Bolton.
Yeah.
So if Bolton had a large Chinese community, but there was no representatives, councillors, they would say, would you like to informally nominate one of your Chinese community, and they will become an alderman, and they will sit on the council and be able to represent...
Right. No, that makes sense. So we've definitely covered what happens to the Chinese community in Bolton. However, back to the beer story.
Yeah, so... and that was Kiss the Alderman. So we brewed 1,000 litres, bottled it, and it was the top beer in the Kent Craft Ale Society.
Can I ask, my husband is a brewer, what hops did you use?
Citrus hops. One of them's called something, and the other one likewise is named as well.
I mean, this all checks out.
You know what? The thing that is the hipster brewing beard. If you were to say to me, draw a brewer, that's what I'd draw.
That's what you draw now. It's very interesting.
Now.
Whereas,
wow, really?
Whereas if someone asked you to draw a brewer 30 years ago, you'd draw someone very different, wouldn't you?
I'd draw you.
Now, what about Lee? Lee, remind us of your claim.
This is Jonathan. One Sunday, the two of us got trapped for 3 hours in an automatic car wash.
Where was it? Where was the car wash?
It was just outside the car. Near where I live in southwest London.
Whose car was it? Who's driving?
It was my car.
And was Jonathan in your car with you?
Correct. He was the passenger.
Why? How do you know
Because
Jonathan?
we can't both drive.
How do you know Jonathan?
I know Jonathan because we're in the same football team.
What is it, to bring your granddad to?
So you were you driving back from football?
Driving to football.
Driving to football.
Washing your car on the way to football. Oh, I'm looking forward to the game, young Jonathan. I really can't wait. But tell you what, let's wash the car first, so that when we arrive, everybody says, oh, Lee's doing well.
You drove into the car wash, and what happened?
So, there was 3 options. It was gold, silver or bronze. And obviously, being from the north of England, I was looking for a lesser metal than all 3. But it stopped at bronze. So I went in and I said, can I have a car wash? And he gave me the token, and I went back out and I
Was it a token? Sometimes it's a code these days.
All right, then what he said was, the token is where the squirrel likes to hide.
When I say...
I say code, I don't mean riddle. I mean a series of numbers that you put into a keypad.
On this occasion, it wasn't.
You put the token in the slot.
Yes.
You advance into the car wash. The weird things start going.
Yeah, so the big brush at the front that goes over your bonnet, that came towards us.
Yeah.
And then the side ones came. It was the side ones that caused the main issue. They got to the door, stopped, and just kept doing that. And we couldn't open the doors. And it did not stop for 3 hours. I know, it sounds unbelievable.
What? Why don't you climb over into the back seat and get out one of the rear doors?
Because it's a 2-door car.
And I'm assuming this happened before the invention of the mobile phone.
No, that was not true. It was during the invention of the mobile phone.
During it?
During the invention. No, in fact, do you know what we did? We were so stuck, didn't know what to do for 3 hours, we decided to invent the mobile phone. No, it was... his phone was in his sports bag, in the boot.
Where was your phone?
My phone was with me.
Why didn't you use your phone?
Because the battery had gone.
How did you eventually get out?
I absolutely screamed and screamed, and this stranger passing by saw a big button on the thing that said, emergency stop. So he pressed the button, and it stopped, and when it stopped, it reset itself back to how it should be. We opened the door, and I went in. And he went, you're back again. I said, yes, that's about my car. So what's up? I said, tell you what's up. The doors are phenomenally clean.
All right. We need an answer. So, David's team. Is Jonathan Debbie's magic mate, Bob's brewing buddy, or Lee's car wash companion?
I can't believe Lee's story is the kind of story I would have to invent to tell my husband if I'd been in a car with Jonathan for 3 hours. Jonathan looks like a hipster brewer to me.
What do you think?
I think it's Bob. I think they're mates and they've done some brewing together, yeah.
Yeah, OK,
You think Bob met him in a field while collecting mud? He said, come and have a look at my brewery.
Yes.
And we're going to call our beer Kiss My Alderman.
It's not Kiss My Alderman. It's Kiss the Alderman.
I'm so sorry. If it's true, I'm sorry.
Rob, you can immediately appreciate why Kiss the Alderman is much more marketable than Kiss My Alderman. I certainly call mine the Alderman.
But very popular with the Chinese community.
So, David, what are you going to say?
I think my team thinks it's Bob. Yeah, but let's go.
OK, you're going to say Bob. OK. Jonathan, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Jonathan, and I brew beer with Bob.
Yes, Jonathan is Bob's brewing buddy. Thank you very much, Jonathan.
OK. It says possession.
Now, first of all, read out the card, and then when you've done that, take the object and pop it on the desk.
I once bought a chest of drawers for my bedroom online. I realised I'd made a terrible mistake when this arrived.
David's team.
Is it a doll's house one, isn't it?
All the evidence is there, Mary. No, that's full size.
Yeah.
She's massive.
Sarah, on those things, when you buy online, they do have measurements. Did you not think to look at them?
I knew that with things like clothes and shoes. I didn't know some charlatans were making furniture this small.
So you think they were charlatans? They weren't just sincerely making doll's house furniture. They were trying to pass off doll's house furniture as full-size furniture online.
That's what I think they're doing.
You weren't surprised by the comparatively inexpensive postage and packing?
No.
If out, put through letterbox.
Honestly, if you saw a picture of this just close...
It's massive!
How much was it, Sarah?
Yeah. £35.
So did you just think you were getting like a full-on bargain?
Very cheap.
Yeah, but that's
right.
gone from a relative bargain to a lot to pay for that.
I was disappointed.
Do the drawers actually open and shut? Is it functional?
The thing is, Rob, in a way, it's just like a normal set of chest of drawers.
Isn't it?
Oh. Like, you can put stuff in there, it's just not big enough for my trousers and my...
Sarah, so do you normally buy online your furniture?
I've got this habit at the moment, Mary. I like to buy things when I'm drunk, and then it's a surprise.
Why did you not send it back?
Yes, because you can on these things, you can contact the seller, can't you? And you can
Do you know,
rate them or complain.
Can I be truly honest with you?
Please do.
How
are you going to be?
Again, I love this. And I was too embarrassed to say that I hadn't checked the measurements.
Where do you keep it now?
I keep it in my kitchen.
Why?
Well, I like to put money in there.
How much? How much money can you get in there?
£1 in there.
Yeah.
£2 in there.
Yeah.
A rolled up fiver.
Yeah.
And then a 20 if I've had to get a cab a long way.
Oh.
It's good for spares, good for... If you're tipping someone who's delivered you something...
A
like
pound, 2 or 5.
Yeah.
Depending...
What if you want to do 3? That would kill me, that.
You just add the 1 to the 2.
£1 and a 2.
What do you think? Mary, what are you thinking?
It's a sweet story, Sarah, but I cannot believe you buy when you're drunk. So I think it's a lie, Sarah.
Ryland?
I disagree a little bit with Mary because I am a drunk buyer. I do like it late at night going, oh, I love something like that. But not a chest of drawers.
So what are you going to say, David, as captain of your team?
You think it's a lie?
I think it's a lie.
Well, we're going to say lie.
It's got to be lie, then. OK, Sarah.
Yep.
Truth or lie?
OK, I'm very relieved to tell you that it is true.
Oh, no!
Yes, it's true. Sarah did buy a tiny chest of drawers by mistake.
After just one lesson, I had to give up learning the guitar because I found my teacher too good-looking.
David's team.
How old were you when you had these lessons?
30... Something. I'd say it was 3 years ago.
It's well known you can't learn anything after the age of 27. That's it. Whatever you can do when you're 27, that's what you do. Forget anything else.
How is parenting going, David?
Was it a man or a woman, your teacher?
Which is funnier. It was a man.
And were you attracted to him, or you just found him objectively so good-looking that you thought this is intimidating?
I am recently married. This is a threat to me. My wife booked me some lessons as a gift. He came to my house. I felt he was too good-looking to exist in my house, and I simply never phoned him about the second lesson.
Paint a picture for us of this man, maybe using Lee as a base point.
I mean, if you can picture almost the opposite.
There's no need to go that far, John.
He arrived on a bicycle. That upset me. Sweating. Guitar on his back. He was Spanish. That upset me. Very ahead of my time there, Brexit-wise. This was before the vote. In fact, I actually organised the vote as a way of getting him out of the country. Said something like, can I bring my bike into the house? I mean, I was all a quiver.
Yeah.
I think I said, you can bring whatever you like, Alberta.
But a visual, I want a visual picture. I mean, what
colour were his eyes?
Have you ever seen a sunset?
Was your wife clearly thrilled to see him?
She was upstairs, luckily.
And why the guitar? Are you into guitar, or did she just want you to play guitar?
I want to learn the guitar.
You don't need to learn an instrument to be in a band, do you, Aston?
You can sell, like, 10 million records without playing a guitar, so you'd be fine.
Boom! What do you think? Is he telling the truth?
The do you think?
Well, I did think it was the truth because the little I know of you, you seem like you could be worried enough to feel that.
What do you think?
I don't know. I'm not sold.
So if you could move to true, that would really help me out.
For you, I'll move to true.
Oh, brilliant. The pressure. That means I don't have to think. True. Yeah.
Saying true. John,
come on.
Truth or lie?
It is true.
It's true. John did stop having guitar lessons because he found his teacher too good-looking.
Until my mid-30s, I had no idea that lambs were, in fact, baby sheep.
David's team.
Until your mid-30s? How old are you now?
I'm in my late 30s.
When you're on television, you refer to it as the mid to high 30s. Why don't you do that with your age?
How did you learn?
I was in Cumbria, and we were filming for a weather show, and I had to do a piece about clouds, about red sky at night, shepherd's delight.
I've never understood the phrase. Why is it so specific to shepherds? Nobody. Everyone likes the song, no one likes the rain.
Because the shepherds in particular, though, they spare a thought for the shepherds watching now. They're out in all weathers.
What about the hang gliders? Red sky at night, hang gliders delight. Red sky in the morning, hang gliders warning.
Hello, can you help me? Excuse me.
Big nasty.
I'm black. I don't understand none of that stuff you're talking about.
You've never heard red sky at night, shepherd's delight?
No.
Red sky in morning, shepherd's warning.
This is what's called middle-class rapping.
So you're in Cumbria. What are you doing there?
So we've been filming the whole day, and I've been walking amongst these animals. I mean, they were...
Hey, they're called northerners.
Because I was so focused on my lines, I wasn't really paying that much attention to what... I just saw there were lots of fluffy animals everywhere.
Yeah. And you thought, the clouds have fallen!
So we're sitting there, and the farmer and his wife are saying that they do a programme called Lambing Live. I said... Why is it that it's called lambing? And there's this sort of silence there for a bit. And so the camera crew were looking at me thinking, what are you talking about? I said, well, because why is it not sheeping? So sheep, and lamb. A sheep gives birth to a baby sheep, and a lamb gives birth to a...
So you thought a lamb was one woolly thing, and a sheep was another woolly thing?
So, as it were, like an orange and a satsuma.
For a hot sec, I was on the same kind of ideology as you know.
Did you express this confusion?
I did, and I wish I hadn't, actually, because of the looks I got.
Did you then say, what's that big yellow bright thing in the sky?
What is... because you're a scientist, aren't you? That's... meteorologist is a type of scientist.
Yeah.
What did you... What A-levels did you do?
That's David's very polite way of saying you are thick.
The thing is that when you see a little lamb there and another sheep, the thing looks so different.
You think they look nothing like each other? You wait till I explain the life cycle of the frog. It will blow your mind. Have you ever seen an adult caterpillar?
Oh, yeah, that's
I know that one. I forgot.
All right. What are you thinking, Prue?
Well, I think it's got to be a lie because I can't believe that a weatherman who is conscious of the seasons and knows what happens in the spring, I think you're making it up.
Do you think it's true?
Yeah, well, so it seems like I'm an idiot.
What's that supposed to mean?
What, we're going down together, Knucker, man. At least flip it up.
So, what's it going to be, David?
Well, I think he's a scientist. I think he'd know. I'm going to go with Prue. We're going to say it's a lie.
Thomas, truth
or lie?
It is, in fact, true.
I once stole the shirt off a scarecrow in order to get into a nightclub.
Leasty.
Wow. OK. Was you not wearing anything before you went to the nightclub?
Me?
Yeah.
T-shirt, you see.
OK.
Oh, well, they wouldn't let you in?
Yeah, but well, it is, you know, it's all a bit more relaxed these days because the dress code isn't what it was back in the day.
What was the day? What year?
Back in the day, or when this happened?
Well...
It was early 2000s.
Right, so early 2000s, you've gone to a nightclub. Where was this nightclub?
In Rochester.
Rochester is a town, right? And that's why it's got a nightclub in it. And scarecrows don't really tend to be used in towns.
What
because they're out in massive fields.
Thank you, Miss Martin.
So when did you find out you needed a shirt to get in the club? Did you go to the club?
When the bouncer said, you ain't coming in.
Right, and then you walked back to the scarecrow to get the shirt?
I walked back to the allotment.
This is very high-level play.
This is like chess, isn't it, between Sean and Joe?
Take that, Moriarty.
Do you live in Rochester?
No.
So how did you know there was an allotment in Rochester near the nightclub?
I lived near it then.
Oh, I see.
It's like fencing, isn't it?
But then again, if you lived in Rochester, why didn't you just go home and get a shirt?
Oh, this gets better and better. Checkmate.
No. I was born in Chatham, but brought up in Maidstone. But my uncle lived in Rochester, and it was one of the allotments on his patch, so I knew where the allotments were. Apropos to the nightclub.
Miss Brown, back to you.
Can I ask, earlier you said you had a T-shirt and trainers and jeans on.
Yes. And
you thought it was a relaxed club, but then you went to the club and they said you need a shirt, but you're not allowed in a club with trainers on.
OK. The bouncer was a
Can I just say, Sean, you're the kind of person that every time you speak, you always sound like you're going to start it with, I'd like to change my story.
But is that the impression I'm just giving you?
For the sake of the tape, the accused is walking to the room.
The bouncer was a massive fan of EastEnders and was quite embarrassed at turning me away. So I think when he saw the effort I'd made... Because I was already 8 pints to the wind, so when he saw the effort I'd made, I think he just couldn't bear turning me away again.
OK. What do you think, Joe? Could this be true?
I think he'd have had a better time if he'd popped down the graveyard. I think there's a lot of anomalies in it.
This is what I think. A man who knows exactly where an allotment is because he knows the town so well knows you can't get into the nightclub without collars. And for that reason, Sean, we find you guilty.
So what's he saying, Lee? You think it's a lie, don't
Lie.
You think it's a lie?
You think it's a lie? You all think it's a lie?
We all think it's a lie.
Sean, truth or lie?
It is a lie.
It's a lie. Sean didn't steal a shirt from a scarecrow.
Instead of rock, paper, scissors, I prefer to play my own version of the game, which is worm, pigeon, shotgun.
Please, team.
Right.
What beats what? Like, what is superior to what?
It's pretty obvious, isn't it?
What beats shotgun?
Pigeon eat worm.
How does a worm beat a shotgun?
By crawling into the barrel. I mean, how do you think...
What's that hand actions?
Well, shotgun.
Yeah.
Easy. Worm.
Oh,
And... OK, let's have a little game. Me v you.
Just before we start this very competitive bout, tell us what tops what.
It's quite simple. Pigeon eats worm.
The shotgun eats the pigeon.
No, it doesn't eat the pigeon.
The pigeon shoots the worm with the shotgun.
This is so much you're deliberately trying to make this complicated.
I
He's genuinely stupid. I just want to get to the bottom of this.
OK.
Don't think of me as Rob Brydon. Think of me as Robert Mueller. I will not rest until I find out what's happening.
That makes me Trump.
Yes, it does.
Oh, I don't like the thought of that.
You're a lot smaller, though, so you're Mueller light.
So, you know the rules. It's going to be the best of 3.
Best of 3.
I've got my own technique, by the way. I'm not going to use my hands.
Now, you've been warned about this.
You know which one I'm going to do, don't you? I'm not going to be big-headed. It's not a shotgun.
It's not even a worm, is it? Let's be honest. All right, here we go. Get ready.
OK.
1, 2, 3.
I'll tell you what, we all thought it was ridiculous. We're all into it now, aren't we? Are you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Worm.
Sorry.
Shotgun him. Shotgun him.
OK, let's play. Richard needs just 1 win. He'll have victory.
Yeah,
if
Rob,
Lee...
I think they're following it.
It's a shame we won't now have time to play Would I Lie to You?
Here we go. Come on.
OK, 1, 2, 3.
Shotgun!
It's a convincing win for Richard the Big Man Osman.
So, what do we
wonderful
think?
To see.
I think it's plausible. I'm going to go true.
Yeah, I thought it was a lie until we played it.
Yeah.
And when we played it, I thought, panning out this.
Yeah. OK, you're saying it's true. Richard, is it true or is it a lie?
It is... a lie.
So, Ronan, what is Maria to you?
This is Maria. She is the Boys' Own competition winner that 20 years ago won the duvet from my bed.
Tough. How do you know Maria?
So, this is Maria. She works for my new business venture, selling clip-on earrings for dogs.
And finally, David, what is your relationship with Maria?
This is Maria, and she once gave me a ginger nut when I came over all queasy on a glass-bottomed boat.
Lee's team, where will you begin?
Well, we'll begin with Ronan, I think. So she won your duvet 20 years ago. First of all, what was the competition? What was it? Was it on a TV show?
It was my 21st birthday, and it was a radio show. And on the radio show, we did a competition to give away my duvet.
Was it actually your duvet, or did you just buy a duvet?
It was actually my duvet.
Sorry, just to be clear, do you mean the duvet or the duvet cover, or both?
It was all of it.
You can't just... Oh, you mean all the horrible old manky duvet bit that's inside there? Full of coffee stains and others.
What did she have to do? So it's a radio show. They're going, very good morning to you. You're going to be... Get your chance today to win Ronan Keating's duvet.
I was in Ireland. It was in Ireland.
Sorry?
It was in Ireland.
Sorry, Ronan, he's got a limited range.
Oh, sorry.
The only chance you've got is if Ronnie Corbett co-hosted.
What did she have to do?
It was a competition. People had to send me a birthday card.
Right.
And I would pick one of the birthday cards out.
So tell us how it worked. Talk us through it.
We were actually doing the show live from my house on my birthday. And...
now it's... nice detail.
They came to the house. Yeah.
Right.
And so we did it from there. So they wanted an item from my house.
So they just had to send you a birthday card and you would choose the best. And how did you judge the picture? What was it?
We put the cards in the washing machine.
You put the cards
in the washing machine.
The washing machine.
So, and we spun it around a bit, and then I put my hand in and I took a card out, and it was Maria's.
Did you sign it, the duvet?
I did.
Was it a single or a double?
It was a double.
Did it have buttons along the top or the side?
Down the end.
Right, you're lying. Nobody would know that. Nobody would remember that. Everyone knows it. How else do you think they get the duvet in and out?
Duvet from 20 years ago?
Well, from whatever era, it has to have buttons on it to get the duvet in and out.
No, sometimes the buttons are down the side. You said it was on the end. You'd never remember where...
It depends on which way you turn it.
No.
Side.
They're always at the bottom. No,
buttons are never down the side. Never.
I think I know what's happening here. I think you've got the duvet the wrong way round.
Yes.
Can I ask you a question? Do you find, when you're sleeping at night, that your neck and knees and toes get very cold?
Let's move on. Who would you like to question next?
Let's go with Toff. Toff, you are claiming what?
So, Maria basically runs the production of my new business venture, making clip-on earrings for dogs.
OK. How's that going?
Well...
Are you going for a particular breed, or is it for any dogs?
No, it's for any dogs, but we've had to be quite careful about the clasps, because obviously dogs' ears are quite thin.
Yeah.
We've got 10 different styles.
Oh, go through them all quickly.
So, oh, God, actually all of them. I'm not sure that's embarrassing.
Do you want to change it to 3?
We've got 2 pearl ones. We've got, like, a small one and then a longer one.
Oh, you're gonna get through the 10 like that, are you? Then we've got a medium-sized pearl. Then we've got a very large pearl one. Basically, we've got 10 sizes of pearl.
If I wanted to put an earring on my schnauzer, how would I go about it?
Well, the company's called Dog and Sloan. Get it?
Dog and Sloan, I like that. That's very good.
I wanted Bone Ranger, but it was already taken, which is
yes,
annoying.
That's my website, isn't it?
What does Maria do for your business, and how did you recruit her?
I found her on... it's called Radio HP, have you heard of it? It's like Gumtree for posh people.
It's like what?
Gumtree for posh people.
Right.
It is. What did the advert say?
It just said, work based in Battersea, production manager.
Battersea, because you think they'd be good clients, though?
Yeah,
captive audience, literally.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because that's what homeless dogs are looking for, priority, isn't it? Who's looking for a new home, then? No, I'm looking for a new pearl drop. They do an array of size of pearls, apparently. How big is this business going to be that you're going to have people?
Maria's one of 4.
She's one of 4 staff members that are working for you.
I'm not joking.
Okay?
I promise.
One of 4.
Oh, you promised? Well, why didn't you say? Oh, I didn't know you were promising. Oh, that's a whole different ball game. Oh, we don't need to ask any more. We don't need to ask David. It's tough. She's telling the truth because she's promised, doesn't she?
What about David?
OK, remind us, David, of your...
well, Maria gave me a ginger nut.
Oh, yeah.
When I came over all queasy on a glass-bottomed boat.
I've known you long enough, David, to know that you would not accept a ginger nut from a stranger.
Where were you in the world?
I was near the island of Capri in Italy.
Who were you with, David?
I was on my own.
On your
own?
You're
on your own?
Yeah.
You're on holiday on your own?
No, my wife and child had consented to join me on the holiday.
Why were you queasy?
Because of the undulation of the boat caused by the action of the sea.
Nothing to do with the glass bottom, then? It wasn't because...
Well, I think it might have been something to do with the glass bottom, because one thing they tell you not to do if you're suffering from motion sickness in a boat or a car, they tell you don't just stare at the floor. If you've paid to go for a ride on a glass-bottomed boat, you're wasting your money if you just stare at the horizon, which you can do from the land. The whole point of the glass-bottomed boat is to look straight at the bottom of the boat, which is, ironically, the very action that will make you nauseous. And I say it's a design fault.
What was Maria doing on the boat?
It's a glass-bottomed boats are for tourists, really. They're not used much in international freight. So we were all of us on the boat, really, apart from the driver, was there in a capacity of a tourist.
And she came prepared for the trip with some ginger nuts?
Yes.
We all do. Who doesn't go sailing without ginger nuts?
Well, me.
Well, ginger nuts that's what they recommend. I just recently did a programme with the Navy, and that's what they recommended. Ginger nuts, they swear by them for travel sickness, for motion sickness.
Do they?
Absolutely.
Ginger nut biscuits?
They do.
So she said to you, let me offer you a ginger nut. Did Maria say anything else? What was the exchange then?
I can't really remember, but she said...
What, you just ignored her? You took the ginger, you were like, thanks very much. Oh. Is that what you did?
Yeah, well, I mean, that is how my face is, so,
Right, we need an answer. So, Lee's team. Is Maria Ronan's bedding buddy, Toff's doggy designer, or David's seasick Samaritan?
Well, I think Toff's out.
Is she?
Yeah, surely, right? No one's buying doggy earrings.
Well, I think as upsetting and disgusting as it is, it's Ronan.
I don't
Far more
find it upsetting.
Ronan's?
No.
Don't you?
As, like, a 12-year-old girl, I would have loved to have won Mark Owen's duvet.
Yeah.
That would look like a flannel.
What about David?
Well, you see, David, nauseous, on a boat. No one was gone with him. It's all ringing true, isn't it?
So let's make a decision.
It's Ronan.
Ronan. We'll go for it.
You're going to say it's Ronan? OK. Maria, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Maria, and I won Ronan Keating's duvet.
Yes, Maria did win Ronan's duvet, and she has kept it all those years, and it's here.
Which side does it? Open!
Oh, yeah. But he signed it, that's nice.
Yeah. And just clarify, there was never a cover.
There was never a cover?
Never a cover.
You cheapskate.
Which is different to their albums, which was full of covers.
There you go. Isn't that nice? Hello, Maria.
Come on, 2 years later, how are you? Nice to see you.
Now that's how you treat your fans, Lee. And this is your most treasured possession.
Yes.
Well, that's... And where's it been for all these years?
The attic.
In the attic. Really treasured. Well, Maria, thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you.
Safe trip home. Lovely, thank you for coming.
Thank
Maria!
You very much.
OK. When I was Baby Spice, I mainly just ate baby food.
David's team.
So you only ate baby food?
Yeah. So I moved in with the girls. We lived together. And we didn't have very much money. So I used to eat baby food.
What were the other girls eating at this stage?
Beans on toast, corned beef and rice.
Corned beef and rice? Who was eating that?
Who do you think?
I'd go for Mel B.
Yeah.
No, wait, I just eat it.
It would never occur to me to eat baby food. How did you discover that?
It was either my nephew or a cousin, a baby, and I must have just tasted it.
What were you were stealing baby food off a child?
I still do it now with my own kids.
What were your stools like?
I don't think that question's ever been asked before on this show.
I'm not going to answer that.
But because
you
having...
don't have to answer
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah.
Because having been an active father with nappy changing, I know the effect that stuff has on your system.
I think there's a trajectory. What you're talking about is when a baby goes from just having milk to having the first baby food, there is a marked change in the nature of the stool. Basically, it turns into normal excrement, which is not very nice, from being extremely, the most pleasant of the excrements is the excrement of a baby before it is weaned. I'm not saying it's an actively nice substance, but of all the excrements, it's definitely my favourite.
Can I just say, David, on behalf of the team, thank you for getting us past Sean's awkward moment.
Thank you. If you like, I'll rank all of the excrements. So I would prefer horse to dog. Who wouldn't? No one puts dog on their roses.
Tell you what, why don't you relax for a little while? So, what are you going to say?
I think it's a lie.
What do you think?
I think it's false.
We're going to go lie.
You're saying it's a lie. Right. Emma, truth or lie?
Unfortunately, it's true.
Right. I instructed Deliveroo to block my orders after my bacon sandwich addiction got out of hand.
Right. So how many bacon sandwiches were you getting?
When it really, really got bad, it was about 4 or 5 times a week.
I mean, just how posh are you where you're ordering out for bacon butties?
Where was the restaurant you were getting them from?
Well, actually, the most embarrassing part of it is that, you know, I can get a bacon sandwich a mere 45 seconds away from my front door.
Were they delivering from the place that was that close?
Yeah. OK, right, hear me out. There is no greater joy than a bacon sarnie in bed, right?
Oh, I can think of something. Pot noodle.
Will Deliveroo deliver to your bed?
Well, no, you have to remove yourself from said bed and go to the front door. But
Well,
it's
hang on,
easier
if it's that close, you must be halfway to the shop at that point.
Your bacon sarnie addiction consists of 4 or 5 a week, which is sort of less than 1 a day.
Oh, that's a lot, though.
Quite a lot.
Yeah, it's quite a lot.
It's quite a lot of bacon
It's not an
sandwiches.
addiction, is it?
Well...
I mean, well, I've got a Weetabix addiction in that case.
Tell us about the bacon sandwich, Toff. Was it a bog standard one, or was
Yeah.
it something a little bit special?
No, it's a classic. White bread, Tommy K, bacon, job done. Not
Tommy
toasted.
K, did you say? What does that mean?
Tomato ketchup.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you know that?
Tommy K was the name.
Tommy K, everyone knows what Tommy K is.
No, they don't. Don't
Yes,
get on
I
the
knew
kids'
what Tommy
bandwagon.
K was.
No, you didn't.
Even though I'm a man who prefers Bobby Brown, I did know what Tommy K was.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Oh, I did.
And would you order anything else with it, or was it just the bacon sandwich?
Well, it depends. If I'm feeling a bit fruity, I'd have an OJ, but...
Orange
juice.
juice.
I knew that.
Yeah.
Would you maybe add a bob? Would you add a bob to it? Shut up. Would you add a bob? A B.O.B., bit of butter? Didn't you know that? Oh, you're so old, Grandad.
Why did you block the Deliveroo account? Why didn't you just stop ordering them?
I tried that. I tried just not ordering, but my willpower is quite obviously not good enough. So I emailed the Deliveroo HQ and basically asked them. I thought it was quite funny at the time, but then
how
they
did you
actually
word
did
it?
block me. Hello, I've got a bacon sandwich addiction. Help, please block my account.
And did they get back to you?
No, but I then tried to order 2 days later and I couldn't log into my account. It's been reinstated since. I emailed again because it is actually quite annoying.
What did you do? What was that? How did you email? What was that?
Hello, I made an enormous mistake. Please, can I come back?
No, that was the email you sent to me.
Certainly did not.
What do you think, Ellie?
She's telling it well, but I don't think it's the truth.
Why?
Because, Lee, I think she's lying.
I think she's clearly insane. I think it's true. Absolutely true. 100%.
Lee?
Yeah, I'll say it's true.
You're going to say true? Toff. Truth or lie?
It is true. Yeah, it's true.
One December night, while dressed as Joseph, I had to shove a donkey off a country lane.
Please, Steve.
When was this, Noddy?
This would have been mid-70s.
So why were you dressed as Joseph?
Well, a friend of mine used to have a party every Christmas time, just before Christmas. And it was always fancy dress. And this particular year, he wanted to feature the Nativity. And I originally wanted to be Angel Gabriel.
Right.
But he said, I'm not having you, Angel Gabriel. You can be Joseph.
Why couldn't you be Angel Gabriel? Because of the accent?
Probably.
Oh, look, it's the little baby Jesus.
So I got an old curtain round me and a tea towel on my head.
Like tonight. So, whose party was it?
It was my best friend's party.
OK.
And...
Did they have a name, Noddy?
Swin. His name was Swin.
Swim? I wish you'd have said big ears, but carry on. So, where does the donkey...
So, the time was getting on, it was 1 o'clock, I thought I'd better make my way home. And when I got outside, the air hit me, and I felt a bit spacey, and I think somebody had spiked my drink. So I set off, and it sort of got worse and worse as I drove on. I was sort of blue flashing lights coming past me and all sorts.
Those would have been the police.
No. That comes later. Anyway, I'm driving, and I thought, I'll take the scenic route.
Right.
So I started to go down all these country lanes to make my way home. And suddenly, in the middle of the road, is a donkey. So I screeches to a halt, thinking, am I imagining this donkey, or is it a real donkey?
Am I really Joseph?
Is it possible it was just Elvis Costello turning up late to the party in fancy dress?
So I screeches to a halt, and I thought, I'd better get out and check whether I can't carry on. I couldn't drive round it, the lane was too narrow.
Yeah.
And I got out the car to feel if it was real or not.
Are you genuinely... So you're genuinely still not sure, even though you're right up to it? You have to feel it to
I have to feel it.
Can I ask you a question? Is this one big alibi for touching up a donkey?
So I gets behind him.
Good idea. Safest place with a donkey, Noddy.
And start pushing him from behind.
Where's this story leading, Noddy?
Suddenly I hear,
Don't you mean E or E?
Of course, coming down the road is a cop car. Now, I'm used to, in those days, being pulled every night after late...
It's Christmas, Noddy, it's Christmas.
Anyway, they get out the car and do the usual. Here we are. Mr. Christmas, what's he doing now? As a last punchline, I said, I've been celebrating tonight because my wife's just had a kid. Which I thought was pretty good at the time.
What do you think, James?
I think it's true, but it's just nice to listen to him tell a story, and I kind of forgot halfway through I'm meant to be knowing if it's true or not.
He's definitely telling the truth.
I think it's the truth.
I think true.
True?
True.
OK, we'll say
Saying it's true. Noddy, was it true or were you telling a lie?
It is true.
That is true. Noddy did shove a donkey off a road while dressed as Joseph. So, Sean, what is Jerry to you?
This is Jerry, and he was the policeman who came to investigate when I was heard screaming during a Christmas game of Twister.
Right, Sean's concerned copper. James, how do you know Jerry?
This is Jerry. He's the fireman who every Boxing Day soaks me with water during a festive game of squirt.
Right, James's fireman friend. And finally, Lee, what's your relationship with Jerry?
This is Jerry. He's the paramedic who ticked me off last Christmas after I landed my drone in his ambulance.
David's team, where to begin?
Sean, you were playing Twister.
Yep.
What was the occasion?
It was in between Christmas and New Year, and me and my family had gone away and rented a cottage.
And why did you scream?
Because I think I had my left hand on red and right foot on green.
Tricky.
And we'd all had a few drinks, and...
What was the time? What time of day?
Oh, it was evening.
Right.
It was evening. I'd say about 10:30ish.
OK.
And my uncle fell on my face and I screamed. And you would scream, wouldn't you? You would scream.
Was he a friendly uncle?
Very friendly.
If you've been affected by any of the issues raised in tonight's show, there is a website you can visit.
It wasn't a horrific scream. It was fun. I was having fun. I was just a bit hysterical.
Could you reproduce it, Sean? Could an actress of your stature reproduce it for us now? Imagine, Lee, is this uncle who's a little too friendly. You're never that happy when he turns up, no matter how many presents you think, oh, it's Uncle Lee. Oh.
I like the way that you said she's a good actress, so she could play the part of the screamer, but I could just play the untoward uncle naturally.
So, there you are. Why don't you demonstrate the twister? James, what are you doing?
Playing the twister mat.
It wasn't a scary scream. It was like a... because I was having fun scream.
How did the neighbour next door hear it if it was just a little scream?
Did the uncle let out anything as well? Did he...
certainly did not.
So what happens then? So suddenly there's a knock on the door.
Yeah.
And what happens when Jerry arrives?
Well, we're all just having fun at this point. We've all had a few drinks. We all invite Jerry in, see if Jerry wants a sherry. He was really lovely about it.
Right. So is there a police station in this village? And they're all on duty at Christmas week, are they?
There's always got to be a policeman on duty. Somewhere.
To look out for madmen like you pushing donkeys down lanes. Now, what about James?
OK, James.
Just remind us, James, what it was that you said.
Jerry is the fireman who every Boxing Day soaks me with water during a festive game of squirt.
Oh. OK. What's going on?
Squirt is a game.
Is it?
Yeah. 2 teams of firemen.
OK, so that's... For a game of squirt, the first thing you need is 2 teams of firemen.
And they go either side of a river.
Yeah.
And you get a rope, and you tie it up in a tree at one side of the river, and then you run it along and you tie it to a tree at the other side of the river.
Yeah.
But before you've tied it to the other side, you thread a barrel across it.
Of course you do.
Just thread a barrel.
Yeah. What if there's a fire in the local area during the lengthy setup for a game of squirt?
Well, he's not... They can't put out fires anyway. He's only volunteer.
Sorry?
They're just a volunteer fire brigade. They're not allowed to put out fires.
What are they allowed to do? Just look at them?
They are permitted to pick up litter.
Where do they get the fire engines and everything from then?
Their fire engine's an old one. It's more like a ice cream van that's painted red.
The volunteers, do they have the uniforms?
No. The Kettering Volunteer Fire Brigade have a T-shirt, and it has an emblem on it of a fire being put out by a beer.
Talk us through the rules of squirt.
OK. You get the barrel to the middle of the rope, right in the middle of the rope, and then both teams aim their hoses at it.
Are the volunteer firemen allowed real water, or do they just mime it?
No, they're allowed water, they just can't aim it at a fire.
OK.
If there was a fire, they would have to turn the hose off.
Right.
So what happens next?
Someone's like, go! And then they both turn their hoses on and they aim it at the barrel. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to get the barrel, trying to squirt it along the rope so it gets to the opposition side of the bank. And all the water is hitting this barrel, and we're standing on the bridge. Getting soaked.
Yeah.
And then you walk home going, good squirt this year.
Right, now then, what about Lee?
How did you come to land the drone in Jerry's ambulance?
We have this really weird tradition in our house where we like to keep dry. And so I thought, what I'll do is I'll fly my drone, but I'll stay in the house. And the window was open, and I thought...
The window was open because it was a very hot Boxing Day.
The window was open. The window was open because my wife always has the heat on very high over Christmas, and I'm not a fan of radiators, so I opened the window. And I was practising in the bedroom, and I thought, I'm so in control of this, rather than go downstairs and fly it, I'm just going to go straight out the window.
Was the drone a Christmas present?
The drone was a Christmas present, correct.
Who gave you a drone for Christmas?
Not you, because you got me nothing.
Yeah.
It was my wife.
Your wife got you... It's a very romantic present. A drone.
She'd heard me say it to her a lot during the year. Drone, drone.
Why was there an ambulance there? Had your wife called it as a precautionary measure?
The ambulance was actually the house over the road, and as I was flying the drone, I looked over, and a man was carried out on a stretcher. And I think, can't quite see what's going on, but I thought I'll have a little look at that. And my drone has a camera attached to it, so I'm flying the drone over. That's getting closer and closer. You know, I'm getting quite a good...
It can help, I think, when someone's just had a heart attack or something. Something shocking or strange can really helps them really get it together.
I thought so. Yes. And so I was watching it and I thought, this is interesting. And then he gets put in the back of the ambulance and the doors stay open and Jerry goes in the back. I think, I'll have a little look, see what's going on. So I get a bit closer. And now I'm hovering just outside the back doors.
Yeah.
And I pushed forward a little bit too much. And the drone went straight into the back of the ambulance, striking Jerry on the back.
This presumably hurt Jerry because the rotors of a drone are very fast.
Yeah, he was a good 3 or 4 inches taller than this last year.
So Jerry spots you leaning out of your bedroom window with a remote control. What does he then do?
Oi! I said, give me my drone back! I can't really repeat what he said on television.
Okay, he swore.
Because... No, he's French and I don't understand French.
We need an answer. So, David's team. Is Jerry Sean's concerned copper, James's fireman friend, or Lee's peeved paramedic?
Oh, I don't. I mean...
I think it's James's.
You think it's James's?
Yeah. I think it's Sean.
I mean, I think we're agreed Lee is lying.
Yeah.
The question is it James or Sean?
I think it's a mate of James's from the pub who was a volunteer fireman.
I'm not happy about this. Because my instinct is that James is telling the truth.
Right.
But I know what that's saying publicly. I know what I am then believing. I'm believing a game that is played across a river between volunteer firemen with a souped-up ice cream van and squirting a barrel in which the locals come and stand and watch in just the place where they get splattered with water.
What's it going to be?
I think it's James.
You're going to go with James?
Yeah. Go on,
Jerry,
I'm saying it's James.
Would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Jerry, and I'm a volunteer fireman who soaks drains on Boston Road.
Hello, Jerry. Yes, Jerry is James's fireman friend. Thank you very much, Jerry. So, Terry, what is Steve to you?
This is my mate Steve, and we were actually questioned by police who mistook us both for jewel thieves.
Right.
That sounds incredibly plausible.
Lee, perhaps you'd like to explain how you know Steve.
This is Steve. We own a greyhound together that's come last in every race.
And finally, Jimmy, what's your connection with Steve?
This is Steve. We were at primary school together. I didn't see each other for 20 years. And then met up in a hotel when he brought me room service.
Well, there we are.
You call it room service?
David's team, where do you want to start?
I think you're all claiming to be friends with him. I want to see, like, a real connection. So if you could all just give him a hug, I want to see if there's a, you know...
You want to see if I hug this man like I own a greyhound with him?
No. If he's your friend, if you own something with him...
That's it. OK, this is how we hug. We've got this usually. Hey! How are you, little fella? Hey, get off! I'm trying to get off with it. That's how we hug.
That's not realistic.
Leave my mate alone.
Hey, look, mate. All right, darling.
Can you just turn around?
Yeah, sure.
Which hotel was this, Jimmy, where...
It was the Lowry in Manchester.
That is a hotel in
That is
Manchester.
a hotel in Manchester, yes.
Yeah.
He's the night duty manager there. So he's, you know...
He knew you were staying in the hotel and brought your room service up in order to renew your acquaintance.
Yes, and I recognised him immediately and, you know...
And did you go, oh, my God, Steve?
Yeah, he really hasn't changed that much.
Have you remained friends with him since that?
Yeah, I stay in the same hotel quite a lot whenever
so you only see him when he comes to
No,
when you
literally,
go to the hotel?
yeah. Well, that's fine. Well, he lives in Manchester, I live in London, so we see each other.
He's not your friend, then.
What do you want me to do, take him to the zoo?
No.
So, and Lee, what's the name of the greyhound you own with him?
It's called Ballyregan.
And how many times has Ballyregan raced?
6 times.
And does always come last?
Always come absolutely last. We put him in too high a grade, that's the problem.
And where's Ballyregan raced?
Wimbledon.
Right.
So where does he live?
Wimbledon. Most of the dogs that run at Wimbledon are trained in Wimbledon.
Right. So he lives at, a kennels?
No, he lives at the Trust House 40. Where do you think he lives?
Dog tracks have adjacent kennels.
They do. They very much have to.
Ballyregan lives in the adjacent kennels.
Trainers live around dog tracks.
Right. So you're in trouble now. David and dog racing, he knows everything about it.
Yeah. If there's one thing, listen, if there's one thing I'm going to always beat David on, it's dog racing. Up and down at Walthamstow with me Woodbine.
What?
Run, you little bastard, or I'll shoot
you. How much is it?
Where are the pheasants? There's no bloody pheasants. I don't understand. We'll never catch the fox at this rate.
What are you talking about? Pheasants? Dogs? Fox? I mean, what sort of a menagerie do you imagine I would be imagining? I'm in my castle with 10 different sorts of vaguely posh animal, all fighting each other, then I kill a servant and have sex with the wall. That's you all over.
That's who you are.
Right. How much does it cost to kennel Ballyregan?
It costs £35 a week.
So why do you share him? A credit crunch?
Because it was Steve's idea.
So, Terry, how did you get to know Steve?
Just being out and about, you know, drinking and what have you.
So you met him in a pub? He was a stranger in a pub, you got talking.
You're out and about, you know.
Out and about, and you meet him.
Exactly.
Yeah. You're out and about on a friend-finding mission. Will you be my friend? Yes.
OK, can you tell us the actual situation? Why did the police think that you were a jewel thief?
They just thought we were sort of dressed like the description of,
stripy top.
Bag. It was in the city centre. And, what is it? We're walking down the road. Next thing you know, these 4 police cars pull up. And...
Hang on. City centre, Manchester, pedestrianised, mate. You should know that. They pull up in police trams.
So we were walking down this road in the city centre, right? And 4 police cars pulled up.
Got out. About 3 miles.
And they just said that we fitted the description of these guys who just carried out a robbery on a jeweller's.
Right, we need an answer. So, David's team. Is Steve Terry's partner in crime, Lee's partner in a dog, or Jimmy's primary school pal?
OK, can I rule Terry out at this stage?
OK, I'm happy to rule Terry out at this stage.
And I do think Steve looks too well-groomed to be from Manchester.
Everyone, come on!
Another thing as well, Lee, I think you're way too successful to have bought half a dog. I think you just buy your own greyhound. I think it's Jimmy.
You think it's Jimmy?
I think it's greyhound.
I think I'm edging towards Jimmy.
Definitely
because I think Jimmy looked a little bit put upon when you were sort of having a go at, what a essentially bad friend he is. It's all very well. It's all for a quick sandwich in a hotel bar, but, I've got gigs and stuff, so... Isn't it? Yeah. Catch you next time I'm passing through town.
So, David, time to decide.
Well, I think we'll go with the majority decision, which is that we think
saying it's Jimmy. OK, well, Steve, would you like to reveal your true identity?
Yeah, the truth is, me and Terry were mistaken as jewel thieves.
Yes.
Steve is Terry's mate, and they were questioned by the police, who mistook them for jewel thieves. Was it a pedestrianised area?
No, it was in Derby, actually, not Manchester.
You liar.
No, I just said a city centre. He said Manchester.
Thank you very much. Steve.
I once found a suitcase and took it to the police station. When they opened it, it contained 34 bunches of bananas.
David, where did you find the suitcase?
In a train station.
Well, there are lots of...
Do you want a specific train station?
Well, no, I'm just sort of thinking that you're in a train station, you see a suitcase, you think, I must take that to the police. That's potentially a bad approach.
No, I was just lying, and I'd said to a couple of people, is that your suitcase? And it was in the climate of fear, and I started to think, well, maybe I should be a good citizen. So I took the suitcase over, and I headed straight to a British Transport police guy, and told him what had happened.
So you moved the suitcase you thought might be a bomb?
Did you also give it a good rattle? It wasn't so much I thought it was a bomb, I just thought maybe somebody had left their suitcase.
Well, that wouldn't be a response to the climate of fear, though. That would have been a response to a climate of forgetfulness.
I panicked.
Who opened the suitcase to divulge all those bananas?
I came in, and the British Transport police guy took it into his office, and then they scanned it with some... whatever they scan it with, some...
Those things...
I get Waitrose.
How much are bananas? How much are bananas?
At the heart of this is, why would anybody put 34 bunches of bananas into a suitcase?
That's exactly what the Chief Terror Inspector said. He was baffled, that's why.
Did they ever find this guy?
I never kept up to date. I don't have a clue. I just left it.
You haven't kept in touch?
No.
Well, he's here tonight.
I'm the king of the swingers!
What I doubt here is that if you've taken a piece of unattended luggage to the police, I don't think they're going to then immediately open it.
Oh, it was no longer unattended when I got to the police, because I was...
But you're saying... But that's not going to reassure them, because you're saying, I've no idea whether or not this has got a bomb in it. So...
I never used those words. You don't use the word bomb in this situation. That just...
You do a mime.
I'm worried this might be...
What? I'm really...
And then he opened it and went...
Right, we need a decision. Truth or lie?
Well, you think it's a lie?
I do, really. Yeah, I think it's a lie.
Well, we'll say it's a lie.
You're going to say it's a lie. OK, Kevin, were you telling the truth?
It's a lie.
Yes, it was a very big lie. Kevin didn't take a suitcase containing 34 bunches of bananas to a police station. So, Richard, what is Pauline to you?
This is Pauline. Last year we met at a Snoop Dogg gig and we bonded because we were the two oldest fans in the room.
David, how do you know Pauline?
This is Pauline. When I was a cub, she was the arcailer, and she had to take me out of the scout hut once for asking too many questions when we were being given a talk by the police.
And finally, Greg, your relationship with Pauline?
This is Pauline. She's my mum. She once drove past me when I was having my first fight and got out of her car to cheer me on.
Lee's team, where do you start?
Greg, how old were you on this first fight?
12.
Right. And so where was this? At school?
No.
Where was it?
Outside...
Outside the music room?
It was in a street.
In the street?
Yeah.
Who were you fighting?
I honestly can't remember his name. He was a lad, and he was in the year above me. And I remember he had fairly distinctive red hair.
Is that why you fought him?
I fought him because he'd fought one of my friends.
Oh, OK, so this was like a... You were like doing a heroic gesture.
Yeah.
And he was older than you?
Yes.
What was your friend called?
Well, I'm from Shropshire, so he was called Chinese Dave.
Is everyone called Chinese Dave in Shropshire?
No, I just think he was called Chinese Dave, and I honestly don't know the reason, because he certainly wasn't Chinese. I think it's because he used to wear a hat.
No,
would be it. That would be it.
That'll be it, probably.
What was your fighting technique? Do you recall?
It was a sort of windmill of bones, just like this.
Windmill of bones. I give you the windmill of bones.
What was your mum shouting at you by way of encouragement?
I mean, as I recall, it was just get in there.
Do him, yeah.
Get in there, son, is what I...
And was she there the first time you had sex?
This was in the street. Your mum was driving.
Yeah.
Past you. Saw you.
She knew about the attack on Chinese...
Dave,
yeah. Who wears a hat.
So I presume she saw what was going on and thought, oh, it's good that my son is avenging Chinese Dave's...
So, did she get out of the car or just do it from the window? Was it a drive-by?
She got out.
Who didn't win the fight? Did your mum then... Surely she stepped in and stopped her, or did she say, keep fighting?
Well, let me tell you, Patsy, the fight came to a fairly abrupt end.
Why?
And I'm going to give you some very specific detail now.
Thank you.
Because I was chewing polos during the fight.
Please, no, you're not going to try and convince us that they came out and your mum thought it was teeth.
Hear me out. I got caught in their mouth, and literally I spat polos everywhere. And my mum went, oh no, it's teeth! It's teeth!
What's your mum called?
Pauline.
Has she got a nickname, like Heckling Pauline or anything?
No, although I would tell you she has an impressive history, because she was in a play fight with my dad once, and he locked himself in a toilet, and to get to him in the play fight, my mum punched a hole through a door. So there's obviously a violent streak in this one. It is true, though. It's definitely true. That is my mum.
Who's next? Who are you going to do next?
OK, so we'll go with David, shall we?
Yes.
David, just let me recap. Am I right in saying that there was a talk by the police at the Cubs?
Yeah.
And you asked one too many questions to the policeman?
Yes, I was full of questions.
What kind of questions were you asking?
Well, I was asking about various, issues involved in fighting crime.
How old were you?
I think I was about 8.
Right. What kind of crime-fighting questions were you asking?
Well, there was a problem, I felt. There was a problem with vandalism and graffiti in the area.
At that age, you're supposed to be taking part rather than complaining about it. That's OK. Different upbringings, that's fine. What are the questions?
I asked a lot about the locks in Cagney and Lacey. I was, at the time, very aware of the security measures in all of those flats in New York and the big locks on the doors. And I said, why don't we have locks like that? And how can we keep burglars out if we don't have locks like that?
Right.
And the policeman was saying how you can't keep out a determined burglar. And I was saying, well, why do we lock the doors at all, then? But I wasn't really aware that he was supposed to be trying to get on with a talk, and the questions would happen at the end, and maybe they wouldn't all be asked by me.
Where was this Cubs?
It was in Headington.
Headington?
Where I grew up.
Well, I know that. I don't think you travelled.
Yeah.
I assumed it was where you lived, otherwise that would be bonkers. Where are you from? I'm from Newcastle, but
my parents had heard about a very good Cub Scout group about 400 miles away, and they thought about driving me there to get the very best training in tying. Absolutely. But
what badges did you get, David?
Don't talk about badges in front of Richard. Richard, remind us once again of your truth.
Pauline and I met at the Snoop Dogg gig.
Where was he playing?
It was at the Forum in Kentish Town.
When was this? What year?
Last year.
Last year.
So he was called Snoop Dogg because he's been called a lot of things.
Well, he certainly has. In the olden days, he was Snoop Doggy Dog, but now just Snoop Dogg.
But whereabouts were you in the Forum? Whereabouts were you watching the show from?
Well, we met when there was a delay, as there often is at rap concerts. There's sort of an hour delay, so I went up to the little bar.
Why was there a delay?
Well, because it's Snoop. You don't rush Snoop.
Who supported him? Did he have a support act?
Yeah, Corrupt.
What was
with a K.
With a K, wow.
With a K.
I'd have left up to them.
What was his hair like, Snoop's? How was he wearing his hair?
He was wearing his hair, he had sort of cornrows, essentially.
He knows all the words, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's definitely read up on this.
Yeah. So you guys, your eyes met across the
No, in this delay, I went up to... There's a little quieter bar upstairs, and I went up there to play a bit of Scrabble on my phone.
Oh, God.
Because I was with younger people, and they were enjoying the support act. They were enjoying the fact that there was a delay and there was loud music playing. I was enjoying it less.
Yeah.
Pauline was reading a book.
Right.
So I thought, OK, she's quite bored as well of this thing. So, anyway, I'm playing my thing. She said, oh, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And I said, I'm playing Scrabble on my phone. She said, I didn't know you could play Scrabble on a phone.
Right.
So I showed her, and then we started playing Scrabble on a phone, have done ever since. And then...
Ever since? Well, you're going out with each other now.
You know what, Lee? Early days. Early days.
Have you actually met up with Maureen since?
Pauline.
You're not going to be able to dissect us with those blunt little...
So, Lee, where's this leading you? What are you thinking, Lee?
Patsy, do we believe any of these people? Because they're all sounding chronically untrue.
The Chronic, of course, was one of the first albums Snoop was on. Dr.
Why
Dre's
did
The
you...
Chronic.
I could see David in his cub shorts and being worried about the graffiti. He sort of the sort of person that it would have upset him. And he...
I'm intrigued by this like physical resemblance between Greg and the lady.
I know what you mean. Yeah. Do you mind standing up, Greg? Again, would you stand next to this lady you claim to be your mother?
Next to my mum?
Well, let's call her a woman for now. Right. Now... I'm guessing, for this mean average to work out, your dad is the Jolly Green Giant.
No, but you see, Lee, it's a fact that a son has to be taller than their mum.
It's either Richard or Greg, I think. So that's my answer.
So you think it's...
I think it's Richard.
You think it's Richard? You think it's Richard or Greg?
Yeah.
Don't say Richard.
What are you going to say?
The scout hat one, the...
Oh, sorry, are you still here?
The scout hat.
OK, I need an answer, and I really do need it now.
We're going for David. He's trying to double bluff me at the end, so I'm going to go with
saying
David.
It's David.
And if it is David, I'll be so happy now.
You're saying it's David?
I think it's David.
OK, Pauline, would you please reveal your true identity?
My name is Pauline. I am Greg's mother. And...
Yes, Pauline is Greg's mum, and she did cheer him on when he had his first ever fight. It must have been awful to see him fighting.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Pauline.
You're welcome.
Right, here we go. The police once surrounded my house after I set off an alarm in my bikini bottoms.
David's team.
Interesting. Interesting location for the alarm. What was the alarm that you set off, and how did you set...
It was the house alarms. I was actually ironing in the garden with my bikini on, and I had the remote control for the alarms tucked down my bikini.
Let me stop you there. I could have sworn you said you were ironing in the garden in your bikini.
Yes.
It's a classic domestic scene.
I love that commitment to ironing. I haven't ironed anything since the late 90s. But very good.
We can tell, Lucy.
Yeah.
When was this, Debbie?
Oh, quite a few years ago now.
And in your bikini bottoms was the remote control...
Yes.
For what?
That set off the house alarms.
For the burglar alarm?
Yes,
essentially.
So I don't know what you call them.
A panic button.
Be like a panic button, yeah.
I think if I was in the garden in a bikini ironing, I'd feel very vulnerable, because there's a lot of flesh, isn't there, in the iron? You know how easy the phone rings and you do that? Did you not
to be
feel...
honest, if you're gonna smash the iron into your head, it doesn't matter whether you're wearing a bikini or the uniform of the Chelsea pensioners, you're still going to get burned.
So what happened when you pressed the alarm? Who was alerted and what did they do?
So I didn't know, because it doesn't set the alarms off. It just rings the police. And so 15 policemen came round the corner.
They shouted, no, start with the collar, then the sleeves.
I never tried it again, so I don't know.
How did they react? Did they see the funny side?
Yes.
No, she wasn't facing them.
I'm so sorry. I know that's rude, but I can't quite figure out why. OK, well, I mean, it's elaborate, it's odd, it's unusual. Is it true?
In my younger days as a sun worshipper, I would do anything outdoors. When you're young and you want a tan, you just do anything.
What do you think?
Oh, I think...
Wow. You know you had to make quicker decisions on the football pitch, so...
I think that's true.
You think it's true?
I think
you think it's true? We think it's true.
They think it's true. Debbie, truth or lie?
It's true.
Right, Kevin, we'll start with you. What is your relationship with Tony?
This is my mate, Tony. We were once questioned by the police for stealing a life-size cardboard cutout of Hugh Grant.
Katie, how do you know Tony?
This is Tony, and he freed me from a vending machine when I got my foot stuck in the push compartment.
Finally, Lee, how do you know Tony?
This is Tony, and until today, I had never met this man before, but the person that was supposed to be doing this tonight didn't turn up. So I grabbed the first person I saw outside the studio.
So there we have it. Kevin's partner in crime, Katie's snack machine saviour, or Lee's stand-in man. Right, David, off you go.
Well, Lee's one is quite difficult to cross-examine, isn't it? So essentially what Lee's saying is, here's Tony, he's a random bloke. But who was supposed to come, Lee?
Well, had it gone to plan today, I would have said, this is Graham, and he's my self-defence instructor, because I'm learning self-defence.
Right. What happened to Graham? Did he get beaten up?
The story I am told is that he hurt his arm this morning during a self-defence class, and then very late in the day, he got in the car to come here and had some turn because of the painkillers he was on and cancelled and said, I can't come.
Well, it's a sad old story.
Yeah. So what was Tony doing here before you found him?
He's a joiner, which is somebody that puts wood together.
Thank you.
I didn't want you thinking he was somebody that just randomly joined clubs.
He's just a very sociable guy.
I'm a joiner. Where are you going? I'm going to join a club.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
The go-bys? Yeah,
OK. Where were you in the complex?
Well, I'm not sure how good this is for national television, but I'll tell you, David. I was just outside that door where some people go out for a cigarette. I think you're aware of that door, David.
I'm aware of the door.
I'm sorry if David's parents are watching to break the news like this. But David occasionally does that.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking cigarettes either.
No. To me, it will always be the heroin door.
What sort of incentive did you offer this good man to come here and make a complete numpty of himself?
Well, answer the man, Rob.
The rejected chuckle brother has got the better of me again.
OK, well, I mean, I must say, Lee's story is incredibly plausible.
And incredibly tedious.
Yes, I mean, that's why it rings so true.
Kevin, your partner in crime, what did this man do with you?
I think crime's a strong word, Terry, from a man who has got arson in his past. We were questioned by the police, not charged out, just questioned for stealing a life-size cardboard cutout of Hugh Grant.
What were you going to do with Hugh Grant?
We'd went to Blockbuster Video, and nothing really caught my eye, except the life-size cardboard cutout of Hugh Grant.
What? Sorry, I didn't understand a word of that.
We went to Blockbuster Video, OK? And nothing caught our eye, Terry.
Finally, he's talking normal.
Exactly.
It shows to every Scottish person if you just made a little bit of effort.
Yeah. So we'd seen the life-size cut Hugh Grant on the way out. It was threatening to be a pretty dull evening until we seen this, and we thought, we'll steal this and have a laugh on the way back home. And we were walking home, a police car pulled up and said, where are you going with Hugh Grant, lads? police guy could not see the funny side at all and decided to put him in the passenger seat, put us two in the back and drive. and drive us to the police station to be questioned.
We haven't touched on Katie yet.
No, we haven't.
Yes, you've been told about that, Terry. We told you quite clearly before we started.
Yeah. Where was the vending machine?
It was at Cardiff Central train station.
What did the vending machine vend?
What is this thing you call love, human?
What does it vend? It vended the normal stuff, drinks, chocolate bars.
What were you doing with your foot in the vending machine?
Well, I put the money in.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get a drink, and I could see that it had come out a bit, but not properly.
Yeah.
And after trying to get out with my hands, I tried my foot.
And it got stuck?
Yes.
But was it a little hole or a big slot?
It was like a tray thing.
And how did this fine man help you?
He was working at the train station,
Yeah.
and he's clocked it and came along and said, "Do you want a hand?"
And you said, we must keep in touch? Can I have your email address?
We didn't stay in touch, but I knew how to find him.
How did you
Because
find
he's
him?
still working at Cardiff Cardiff Central.
But what I don't understand, right, the
Go
thing's
on.
fallen down.
Yes.
And you're having difficulty getting it out with your hand. Now,
Correct.
hands are basically better than feet.
Yes.
That sort of thing. I wonder why you
get
sort of
that.
think, if the hand can't do it, why is the foot going to develop the knack?
No, my logic was, I tried with the hands, and I thought sort of a kick, brute force,
Ah.
you know, might work instead. That was the logic.
Was it the sort of door? You know, because often the slot at the bottom has got a sort of door, hasn't
Yes,
it?
it had a
I
door.
offered slot and she called it a tray.
Yeah, I don't, it's not a tray, is it?
It's not a tray.
A tray would be removable.
This is like good cop, guy by cop.
How did he release the foot? What exactly did he do?
He had a key to open the front bit.
So you just went back and
Well, what do you think is the most plausible story then, Terry? Do you think it's...
I think, and once again, I may be putting my faith, as indeed I have throughout my life, in a woman.
So you believe Katie?
He looks Welsh.
I think Lee or Kevin. I'm having some difficulty.
I need some consensus.
I'm having trouble picturing the foot lodged in the tray.
Are you? So if you're saying you're going towards Lee, you have to then accept that he is having self-defence lessons.
Oh, that's a good point.
Because if you know,
why are you getting self-defence lessons?
Well, because my wife decided to take self-defence lessons, and she asked me to come with her. We have private lessons, and he comes round to the house.
Okay, I wasn't expecting it. It was on the NHS.
I've thrown money at the problem.
What are you going to say then, chaps? Is Tony Kevin's Hugh Grant thief? Gosh, crikey, gosh. Katie's vending machine hero or Lee's last resort?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, dear.
I think maybe Kevin. I think I'll go for Kevin.
And you think it's Katie? I don't know. So I'm going to say we think it's Katie.
OK. Tony, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Tony, and me and Kevin did steal a life-size Hugh Grant cutout.
Were there any charges?
No, it was a caution.
And you're proud of it, aren't you? I can see that there's a real pride in your face. You feel you should have a Duke of Edinburgh award, don't you? Thank you very much, Tony.
I have a folder on my laptop containing flattering photos of me that I have asked my family to give to the police should I ever go missing.
David's team.
So, how many in the range?
I think at the moment, because I'm quite picky, it's around about 55 to 60.
Oh, so that's a good range for the police to choose from.
Yes, well, I wanted to give them options.
Yeah.
Where did you get this idea from, Tom?
I think I just always, whenever I watch things like Crime Watch or the news, I always think to myself, I would hate to look like some of the people on there.
Do you mean the quality of the photograph?
Yes, yes.
More than the crimes?
Oh, who cares?
What sort of poses did you pull for these photos then, Tom?
I think it's always good to look like you're smiling, isn't it? Because I think that would probably encourage more people to come and find me.
So show us, have a look down 7 and give us pose number 1.
So anything where I'm like...
God, I'm surprised anyone would want to take you.
What did you call the folder? Because it must have a name on your desktop. What did you call it?
Well, I just call it emergency photos.
That could mean something else, Tom, to be fair.
My wife's out tonight, I'll need the emergency photos.
Emergency photos for if the Wi-Fi goes out. I'm going to have to do this the old-fashioned way.
Do you play around with filters and stuff? I mean, is there a sort of disappearance filter?
So I look like I've got bunny ears or something?
Yeah,
or sepia. You could do it sepia and then it would look like you disappeared hundreds of years ago.
Well, what do you think, Jeff?
I just hope this doesn't end up being chilling archive footage. You know what I mean?
Well, some of the photographs you see on the news and stuff are so miserable, where people are like...
I mean, when you've been kidnapped,
right.
I don't think that's, like, the main thing that you'd be worried about. If you was in someone's cellar, handcuffed to a radiator, you'd be thinking, Jesus, hope they don't use Malaga 97 photos.
But why would he need 53?
Well, I suppose he wants to give the programme makers a range. How many outfits did you bring for this evening's recording, Tom?
Well, I brought 3 suits and I bought 5 shirts.
OK,
and I
it's true. Blatantly true.
That's you see.
I came with none and found this in the bin.
Well, you think it's true?
Yeah.
Do you think it's true? You don't think it's true?
No, I don't, actually.
Oh, this puts me in an awkward position of having to think. My instinct is that it's a lie.
All right. Tom, was it a lie or were you telling the truth?
I can tell you, it was a lie.
So, Mackenzie Crook, what is Simon to you?
This is Simon, and when I hoaxed my school by burying some treasure, Simon found it and the police were called.
OK, all right. Chris, how do you know Simon?
This is Simon. In a virtual world, we're married.
And finally, David Mitchell, your relationship with Simon.
This is Simon. He has a large tattoo of my face on his knee.
So there we have it. Is Simon Mackenzie's treasure hunter, Chris's cyber spouse, or David's tattooed fan? Lee's team, where would you like to start?
David.
Yes.
How do you know Simon?
I know him because when I was doing a book signing of a comedy book, he came and asked for the book to be signed and also asked me to sign my name underneath the tattoo of my face on his knee.
When you sign the face, is the face normal when the knee is stretched? Or is the face normal when it's not stretched?
Look, it's my face. It's not normal at all.
I need to ask you a question, but you've got to answer this honestly.
Yeah.
No,
I don't.
That's the whole point of the game.
OK. When the people from Would I Lie to You said, we're going to invite on that man who's got a tattoo of your face on his knee, did you say, oh, good, I'd like to see him again?
I am, of course, thrilled to remake the acquaintance of yeah.
Simon! It's Simon!
Simon.
So I did something, just to digress a little bit. I once got, this is true, backstage after a gig, a woman asked me to sign her bosom. And I went to sign with the pen that she gave me, and the pen didn't work. And without thinking, I went to the other breast and went... It's awful! Mackenzie, how old were you when you buried this treasure?
Maybe 13 or 14.
So
what was the treasure?
Diamonds.
What?
attention! Diamonds. Fake diamonds. It was a hoax. So it was,
how many fake diamonds?
Probably 6.
Where did you get all the 6 fake diamonds?
From my sister's jewellery box.
What? And then you rang up the police and hoaxed them into coming down to find some fake diamonds?
No, they were... I put them in a tin, and they were dredged in the school pond. So I knew if I placed it in the pond, it would be found.
And where did he fit into this?
Simon found the tin with the supposed diamonds and a letter that I'd faked.
What did it say on the letter?
It said something along the lines of, these are stolen, smuggled diamonds...
Whoa. So you're telling me that diamonds were found with a letter, you go, these are smuggled diamonds?
Yeah.
And someone went, we better phone the police, this is genuine. Was there a punishment involved?
Nobody ever found out it was me. The police came back and said that they'd analysed the diamonds and they weren't diamonds, and it was obviously a hoax.
So they caught Ronnie Biggs, but they couldn't get you.
Are you happy to move on now?
Yeah. Chris, you're married in a virtual world. Tell us a little bit more about how you met Simon.
Second Life is a virtual world that exists on the internet, secondlife.com. And I'm one of the players. There are various roles that you can play. You invent an avatar for yourself.
And you are?
My avatar is Audrey Hepburn.
Is what?
Audrey Hepburn.
So you're playing the woman in this relationship?
Yes.
Why have you got a second life as a woman?
Well, part of the whole thing is that you can be whatever you want to be. And as I say, a lot of people take it...
Don't start singing I Am What I Am.
I thought, well, I'll change my personality. I'll be Audrey Hepburn, as the Audrey Hepburn happens to be one of my real-life heroines.
Right.
Couldn't do Hepburn because someone had already done it.
And what is Simon's avatar?
He is Simon Bernstein Jr.
Right, and where did you meet him in this virtual world?
Well, when you go on there, you can go to places and then you meet people. They contact you.
A bit like real life, but for sad people.
So his name's Simon and his pretend name is Simon?
Yes, but his real name's Simon Morgan. Presumably, rather like Audrey Hepburn, he couldn't be Simon Morgan because someone had already done that. There were about 20 million people
no,
do
but
this
you're not
thing.
Audrey Hepburn.
No, Hepburn.
Yeah, no, but you wanted... But he is Simon Morgan, is what
It's like a psychiatrist coach. You are not Audrey Hepburn. I'm not going to tell you again. We went through this last week. You're not Audrey Hepburn. I still haven't established where you met Simon Bernstein Jr.
I met him at a cocktail party.
Yes?
I married him for his money. But I married...
I believe you, because when you said you married him for his money, do you see his face? He couldn't help it. He said that.
No, that was the ink on his knees drying.
Right, what are you going to say, Lee? Who do you think it is?
This is a tricky one for me. Victoria, who is he connected with?
If this was a poker game and I had to make a call, I'd say Mackenzie's the one who's not bluffing.
You're going by body language.
Well, that's interesting. What is it about his body that tells you he's not bluffing it?
He has a sort of calm...
I know for a fact
readiness
he's under
to-
heavy medication. I don't know if that's...
Looking at it from a different way, Simon is far too geeky for tattoos on his knees, but the avatar thing, I think, sounds just a bit too plausible. I think it's Mackenzie.
Well, listen, Victoria's a top poker player. She knows body language better than anybody.
So you're saying that it's definitely Mackenzie Crook? You're saying that it's the buried treasure?
Yeah.
OK. Simon, would you like to reveal your true identity?
My name is Simon, and when we were at school together, I discovered Mackenzie's buried treasure.
I once had to explain to the police why I had 2 coffins in the back of my van.
David Steve.
Imagine I'm the police. Why have you got 2 coffins in the back of your van, sir?
Well, I was doing a touring play at the time, and there was vampires in it. Yeah. So we had 2 coffins in the back of the van as props. And we were actually in Germany doing this play called Neighbours with Long Teeth. And
Things never translate from English to German.
Why did the police stop you?
Well, unbeknownst to us, the head of the Deutsche Bank had just been assassinated in Frankfurt.
Right.
And they were stopping everyone.
And so they were pulling over basically all vans?
They were looking for anything dodgy, basically, I guess.
Right.
Where were you? Which city?
It was just outside Frankfurt.
I live there.
Do you?
Yeah.
So they pulled you over.
Machine guns, everything. Very, very serious situation.
Yeah.
And we had to explain the plot of our play, Neighbours with Long Teeth.
Because you speak a bit of German. So
Yeah.
you were the... How many of you were there?
3 of us.
Oh, you should have said 9.
What sort of venues are you touring round?
Schools.
Schools. So...
The plot went that I was a sort of young 17-year-old schoolboy who'd fallen in love with my neighbour who was a vampire, and she came up out of the coffin, and that's where we first met.
And what was the other coffin for?
The other coffin was for her parents, her mum or her dad. I think they shared, because they're a married couple, they're allowed
like a
to...
double.
I mean, to be fair, Moxie is loving this show.
And how did you explain all this to the police?
It was a lot of mime.
But it's quite a complex plot, so how would you convey it to them?
I think they had more things on their mind than the foot. They didn't get to Act 3.
So, yeah, yes, at what point in your description of the story did they glaze over?
Right, Bez, what do you think?
Well, I love the plot of Neighbours with Long Teeth, and it's got to be true with Stephen, I reckon.
You think true, Motzi?
You don't think any of this is true, do you? You don't think this is really happening?
But don't you remember when the president of the Deutsche Bank was assassinated in Frankfurt?
When did this happen?
It would have been late 80s.
I just born. Like...
So you're not a suspect?
That wasn't a big part of your childhood. Let us tell you the story of the president of the Deutsche Bank.
Well, what's it going to be?
Well, I live around Frankfurt area. I mean, even if I wasn't there in the 80s, I think I would have heard the story.
How old were you when you went to Germany?
18.
You arrived in Frankfurt over 20 years after Steve's van was pulled over. I am not surprised they didn't mention it.
But this is a story. This is culture. You carry that on.
A school's tour of a play about vampires, and the police pull over their van once on what was quite a busy day for the police. I cannot share your confidence that they would have mentioned it to you, an 18-year-old dancer coming from South Africa. I don't think that will be on the things you need to know. Local restaurants, you know, this is how you pay the tax. The bins come on Tuesdays. Oh, and I must tell you, back in the late 80s, there was a guy here and he had a couple of coffins in his van. Turned out it was just a school's tour. If that's what you're basing it on, I'm going with Bez.
OK. So you're saying it's true?
Yes.
So, Steve, was it true or was it a lie?
True.
So, Vernon, what is Mel to you?
This is Mel, and he came to the rescue when I almost blew up a banana factory.
David, perhaps you'd like to explain how you know Mel?
This is Mel. He's the postman who had to retrieve my phone from a postbox when I accidentally posted it instead of a letter I was carrying.
Finally, Dara, how do you know Mel?
This is Mel. One night we were out stargazing and we were quizzed by the police because they thought we were peeping Toms.
Lee's team, where do you want to begin?
There's something about... If he had said blown up, he blew up a banana factory, it would have been bizarre. There's something more bizarre about almost blowing up a banana factory.
What did you actually do in the banana factory?
Well, what happens in a banana factory is that bananas come in from a foreign land, let's say the Caribbean, and they are ripened in Bolton.
They're ripened in Bolton?
There's not enough sun in the Caribbean. Did you work in this banana factory?
I did, yeah.
Right, what was your job? Were you the banana straightener?
No.
Or were you the banana bender? Maybe they come in straight. And it's his big muscly body that turns him into that shape. That's what they do in Bolton. What are you up to? Oh, you know, just usual, bending me bananas.
Surely it's a banana ripening plant, anyway, not a factory.
Well, it's a factory because there was a conveyor belt, so I just...
Wait, whoa. There's a conveyor belt. So someone puts it on and it's green. And by the end of the conveyor belt, it's ripened. How big is this conveyor belt, Vernon? And more to the point, what are you doing other than... Shall I straighten it, yeah?
What did Mel do?
Mel, he was one of the foremen. In the
and there was only 4 men working in a banana factory?
How did you almost blow up this banana factory?
I was on a forklift truck, and what happened was I inadvertently drove into a gas heater and disconnected it.
Right, and then what happens?
And then the factory filled up with gas.
Really properly fills?
Yeah.
What did Mel do?
What did Mel do? How did he save you?
Mel shut down the factory and evacuated the building.
Leaving the bananas to ripen themselves.
Now, what about David? What did we think of David's story with the post box?
What were you supposed to be posting?
I had a card and 2 normal letters to post.
Right.
And the nearest post box to me has a very narrow aperture. Right. So only...
What, for the letters?
Yes, yeah.
I know the kind of thing.
Or for, you know... whatever you want to use it for. But it's,
We've got them back home.
Yeah. And you can't get them in sometimes. You can't get the wider things in.
Right.
So...
So you thought I'd just post whatever fits, and that was your phone? Stuff my keys in there. Oh, they go in, the keys go in. Did it change? Oh, that goes in, all right.
I was contemplating what an outdated medium snail mail was, and I thought this will show them. No, I in my confusion, I said, oh, that doesn't fit. I'll post those 2, they fit. And, oh, what a fool.
Oh, so the 2
what a fool I've been.
If
only this were happening in a sitcom.
The 2 letters and the phone go in at the same time?
Yeah.
So you emailed it and put a hard copy in at the same time?
So how did Mel come into it? Was he...
How did he...
Well, luckily, Mel had also fallen in. And, he just reached it out, didn't he? And passed it out.
I mean, I hadn't realised that pillar boxes were manned until then. He simply handed it back.
No. So go on, what happened next?
I noticed that the last collection of the day was happening about half an hour later.
Right.
So I thought, I know what I'll do. I'll simply wait.
Fiendishly clever.
No, you didn't.
So what are you thinking?
No, remind me again of your truth, lie.
Mel and I were stargazing,
yeah.
and the police quizzed us because they thought we were peeping Toms.
Was it just the 2 of you?
Yes, it was actually, yeah.
And what were you stargazing at?
We were looking at a meteor shower.
Oh, OK.
Yes.
So the 2 of you were out... what have you got? You got the telescope?
No, you don't.
What have you got?
You just use binoculars.
Binoculars?
Binoculars?
Yeah. Naked eye, generally, binoculars... You see, you don't use a telescope because they move quite quickly, so you'd have to be really fast on a telescope. You'd be playing it like like that.
Yeah, all right, but if you want a really good look, why don't you use 2 telescopes? Like binoculars. Okay. So that's even better than binoculars. And also, if 2 things happen at once, you can go, and the moon's looking nice.
So when the police turned up...
We could see the police car coming, because it just drove along and then stopped, and 2 of the lads came over and walked over. Because we were like 2 men standing in the middle of Ealing Common. There's houses all around, but with binoculars.
Yeah, but you're looking... Surely you don't look at... You're like that, right? Right up in the air.
I know, but maybe they saw during the midpoint of that. I don't know.
No. You don't go, right, let's start at the ground and go... You go like that, and you do that. You don't go, would you like a cup of tea? Yeah. But, sorry, I can't see. Everything's blurry. You can take them off, can't you?
To be fair, nobody goes like this when they're using binoculars. Right, head up, and now binoculars. They don't do that.
They do. They go, look at that there. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but
what they don't do is go, have you seen the moon tonight? Wait. I need a bit of a run-up.
Don't forget Dara's face moves independently from his head as well.
That's true, yes. He can swivel his face. And look at the woman in the bathroom behind, it's true.
Right, Lee, we need an answer. Is Mel Vernon's banana hero, David's postman pal, or Dara's saucy stargazer?
What do you think?
I think the difficult thing is that Mel's got a tan, but you can get a tan in all 3 of those jobs.
Well, he's going to the Caribbean a lot to pick up bananas.
Stargazing, you can get a tan off that if you're out there long enough. And a postman, outdoors all day, yeah.
You know that stargazing's done predominantly at night.
There's not a shadow of a doubt in my mind that Mel worked in the banana factory.
OK, you're saying banana man.
I definitely, if I saw Dara and Mel on Ealing Common, I would think they were a couple of pervs.
But Dara could have said, it's OK, I work in TV. And the police would go, oh, well, that makes it impossible then.
So what are you going to say?
We are going to say that, in fact, Dara was cautioned by the police for standing on Ealing Common. Not necessarily for being a pervert.
Caution actually means something.
Sorry, no, he wasn't cautioned. All right, he was
questioned.
He was questioned, sorry.
I was never formally cautioned with anything.
You say it's Dara.
Go for it.
So, Mel, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Mel, and I rescued Vernon after one really...
Yes, Mel is Vernon's banana boss. So, how dangerous was this? Were you just seconds away from bang?
Virtually, yeah. Vernon's driving the forklift, and like I said, so he says...
Why didn't you speak like this before? Why isn't he allowed to speak?
Now, what was Vernon known as within this factory?
Little Vern.
Little Vern?
Little Vern.
Oh. Stand up next to Mel, Vernon, and let's see Little Vern now. Mel, thank you very much indeed.
The police once ordered me to leave town, unspecified, because I was frightening the locals.
David's team, what do you think?
Could you give us some context, Bob?
I'll give you the name of the town. It was Castle Douglas.
Ah.
Where is that? It's southwest Scotland.
And why were you in Castle Douglas?
Was
it a tour or something?
No, it was a long time ago. I was only 17, 18, that kind of age. And...
a numerical age, that kind? Yeah. Rather than iron or bronze. That's a different kind of age.
I was with two friends trying to get as close to the Gulf Stream as I possibly could.
What? What do you mean you wanted to get close to the Gulf Stream?
It seemed such an appealing, far-off, miraculous thing, this hot stream of water so near us, that it was hard to believe in it just from the textbooks.
But it's not like a spa. It's a massive flow within the ocean.
Yeah, but
you can't see it.
Well, if you're at the Logan Botanical Gardens...
Well, there's a lovely view of the Gulf Stream.
No, but you can see the effects of the Gulf Stream. You know, it's like a tropical gardens, and so in that way you sense the influence of the Gulf Stream. Well, no, it's extraordinary.
I know all teenagers are absolutely mad on the Gulf Stream. They can't get enough of it, and it's...
And flowers. But that was one reason amongst many.
But the police of Castle Douglas don't mind the teenagers who'll flock there to admire the effect of the Gulf Stream. So what was it that you did that put their noses out of joint?
We scared the locals, apparently, because we were wearing very grotesque masks.
Why were you wearing masks? If you're going to gardens, why would you wear a mask?
Ah, well, here's the thing. That's a perfect question.
Yeah. Just before you answer it, have a minute.
we were travelling in a Morris Minor, and we were sleeping in the car. There was three of us. There's me mate Harry Harriman and Steve.
Steve Seaverman.
No, Steve, by the way. He was... He was called Steve, by the way.
He was. Steve, by the way. Steve, by the way, as in incidentally.
Yes. Anyway, we had these...
You're wearing these masks?
We're wearing these grotesque...
Why are we wearing these masks?
We're wearing these masks because we didn't have anywhere to sleep and we were sleeping in the car.
Right.
They'd been given us by Harry Harriman's mum, yeah, to keep us warm at night because of the heat generator.
What, grotesque latex masks?
Yes. They were just old men's masks, but they were to keep us warm. Harry Harriman's mum she sold these stuff from home, and she sold another thing which was called a jobble top, yeah? Which was a bobble hat that made it into a jumper. And the big bobble was at the back and it buttoned down the front. And that was...
I'm telling you now, right, if this is a lie, and they end up saying lie, I will say to you, why did you make it more difficult for yourself? by mentioning the joggle top, or whatever it was called.
Because I'm imagining my sleeping arrangements and think, yes, we had the latex masks on and these giant, like, what they're called jobble tops.
Right, okay. So, if you're wearing a sleeping mask and you're scaring the locals, like... normally the locals would be in bed when you're going to sleep, and it's dark, and you're in your car and you got a scary mask on. You know.
No, we were just on our daytime drive from Dundee to Castle Douglas.
With masks on.
As we went past
Keep
people,
your faces warm.
we were staring at them with our scary masks.
Why did you not remove... Because I would say, from my experience of sleeping all night in a classic car in a latex mask and a jobble top, you get quite clammy. And so in many ways, it's quite a relief to take the latex mask off for the next day's drive.
Yes, and
not to mention how it helps being able to see where you're going.
Yeah. But then, no, of course, we take the mask off in the morning, but then round about midday, you wanted to put it back on. Yeah.
At what point did the police get involved? Didn't the police get
We
involved?
parked up in Castle Douglas, right next to a shop, because we wanted to get one of their famous Scotch pies. As we came out of the shop, I was grabbed by a policeman, and it was a sergeant, by the way.
Sergeant, by the way? So that's how you got away with it, because you said, don't worry, that's me dad.
Maybe it was.
I'm a sergeant, by the way. I think,
So the sergeant...
By the way.
He took me to the police station, and...
So he arrested you?
Yes, taken, put in a room, and then the sergeant and a plainclothes detective came in.
Plainclothes detective? Oh, yeah. What, she said? CID have now got involved.
And then they said, you're going to have to wait here, we've sent for a specialist from Edinburgh.
and then, as we sat in, it came in and said, right, what's with the funny faces? They said, what's with the funny faces?
So what did you say?
Well, we explained what had happened, that we had these funny faces, that we slept in them, and that we're terribly sorry to have caused any offence.
So presumably then they released you?
Sergeant, by the way, followed us till we were out of the city limits. So that's my story. It's quite a holiday.
What do you think?
I know what I think.
What do you think?
I think it's true.
You think it's true?
Yeah.
That's not what I think. Cian, what do you think?
I'm going to go untrue.
OK, Cian's going untrue. Adil's going true. David?
My initial reaction is it's a lie. Let's say it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie?
Yeah.
Bob Mortimer.
Yes?
Was that story true? Or was it a lie?
It was true.
No!